All right, we're live. What's up, guys? It's the evening stream. I just want to say daytime. So bad at this still. It's the evening stream. What should we say? Let's see. Hot Mew break getting closer. We should say binder break. Last spot. We should say fresh Entei. All right, fresh Entei and giveaway. There we go. Lots of stuff. Ooh, Mr. Chad wants to meet my friend. Sweet. I'm friends with Chad. Who doesn't want to be friends with Chad? I want to be friends with Chad. All right. So, Hot Mew. Oh, Mr. Alex already pinged the Discord. All right. Let's go ahead and jump in here. We'll pause this. We'll close this. We'll grab one of these. All right. Oops. So, what do we got over here? Throwing this away. Oh, Blowout Cards has shipped me something. All right, he sent me a message. I'm deleting this. Items received at your vault. That's good. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby buns. Got some Donkey Kong music playing. I see you guys talking, but I can't read your comment yet. Hold on. So we have pinned the website. Let's go open the app now. Wow, we lose batteries so fast on this iPad. It's crazy. It's like it has to permanently be plugged in. This live stream has ended. Give me the latest live stream then. All right, so we do have, of course, Manganami. She's 5 out of 32. She's got a ways to go. She's not a small, easy break. She's a big break. Somebody's gonna be really happy when they walk away with $40 Nami. All right, Donkey Kong coming in clutch. Yes, sir. Ooh, you know, I was sitting down on my couch thinking something new we need to try. I would love to host a break for somebody who has a consignment slab who wants to host a break on that consignment slab. I feel like we should have a consignment break. What do you guys think? Look at that, Lucario. Ooh. All right, so we'll take this Lucario and set him up as the free poker card for people who are placing a first-time order. Also, let's go ahead. We're going to sweeten it up. So let's go ahead and get one more card in the binder break. It's already pretty fat. Get yourself the latest, largest iPad possible. You know, that sounds fun. I wouldn't mind getting an iPad and then actually playing on GarageBand again, trying to make some music. Maybe like some, not like, you know, singing like, la, none of that, but like maybe some video game type music that we can use as background for this stream. Maybe like some background video game style shopping music. All right, here is a pretty big card going into that binder break. That's Superior from the XY poker deck. All right, this just got way hotter. There he goes. Very cool. All right, one more person needed over there. The Metagross poker card looks dope. Yeah, he's cool too, man. So, did you guys notice this Muse made a lot of progress? He's 9 and 17 now. That's pretty good. We're rotating the 9s. We're also pricing up pricey slabs. And I got some stuff for you right here. So this is the Entei from Ancient Origins, but now it's in Japanese. And I'm going to go grab a sleeve. You had a Moog grandmother and sold it. Yeah, Kara sold it online. She got a lot of the money back on it. She wasn't using it. But I don't see myself using a Moog. I'm not like a full-time musician. GarageBand would do. I've made music on GarageBand. You've heard it, right, Mike's side? I've made some GarageBand music. I played it like in one stream one time. It's on a different iPad. It's an old iPad that has to be like charged up the old way. Anyways, like with an old charger. I haven't played it in a really long time. All right, how about this Entei, huh? I like him. He's good. I like him. He's a cool card. All right. What does the English version of this card go for? A Link to the Past. That's right. All right. So there's a bit of a disconnect. All right. Doop doo 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 doo. Who's got consignment slabs with me? Do they want to do a consignment break? I want to start doing consignment breaks. I think there should be a consignment break all the time. Let's grab one. Let's grab a consignment break. I'm going to snatch one up. Let's see. So we're adding a new break type to the table. It's called the consignment break. Who's this? Oh, that's Adam Pashus. All right. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, but it's... Oh, I see. It's a Korean card. Okay, I gotcha. Here's a Tammy consignment break. This is kind of nice. Oh, it's tricky because there's so many bizarre consignment cards. Here's a cool Jimmy Therese one. All right, I like this one right here. That's Jimmy Therese Alakazam. That's the new consignment break. That's what we're calling it. Why are we doing that? Well, I notice, you know, our channel really specializes in breaks. A lot of people don't spend their money here just buying up slabs at the cheapest buy now price on eBay on this table. They come here to participate in breaks. And I think if there was always one consignment break, it would probably move the consignment slabs around much faster. So we're going to host one on this Alakazam. Here it is. Okay, 25, 1, and 2 with an exclamation mark. That's the, it's functioning as a, it's functioning as a gym break, but this is a consignment break. Jimmy Therese will be paid out at the $50 rate. And then this Entei is really cute. I like him. Do you guys like this guy? He's pretty nice. Make that one a gym. Yeah, I agree, actually. Yeah, here, why don't we run that one as a gym break and try to find one more? He's good. I think he'll actually go. We need one that's a little more expensive. This one's kind of cool. What's the coolest one in here? I'm just going to pick it based off of what I think is coolest. Oh, man, this one's good, too. I'm going to leave this one up here. Hello from the other side. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, here we go. That's a proper break right there. So I think that's a Tammy card. That's a Squirrel Deck Jigglypuff. It's nice vintage, right? You guys want some vintage, don't you? So the way it'll work with the consignment break, the owner of the consignment card will be paid out when the break is over. So the break has to complete. The break can't get stuck or be canceled or anything like that. It has to complete in order for you to be paid out. But I'm pretty sure that Alakazam he'll probably finish. And so will this Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff's so nice. That's what we specialize in. We specialize in breaks. All right. So, Jigglypuff. We're going to say PSA 10, Squirtle, Jigglypuff. So we're setting up some breaks. We're setting up, guys. Boo booba dooba dee boo, scuba dee buns. All right, this card sold on January 15th for $150. So that is the last sold. And then there's only one for sale, and they want $1,000 for it. That's too high. That's too high. You can't go from 150 to 1,000. It's too big of a jump, in my opinion. Let's find out the population on this card. Okay, it's pop 73. It's a pretty low pop card. But on the other hand, it's sort of like, so it's a low pop card, but it's also not low pop because there's a ton of those Jigglypuff artworks in existence. And the squirrel deck is cool, but it's not a lot different than the original Jungle Jigglypuff. So we're going to take a quick look at Japanese Jungle Jigglypuff as well to get a pricing. Jungle Jigglypuff Japanese. Yeah, we can't just set that to $1,000. Nobody will buy it. All right, we want the cheapest Jungle Jigglypuff. It looks like the cheapest one might be a massive 536. Let me just double check that. Holy, dude. Filter by... You know, what's funny is this didn't sell, and this might actually be really benefiting Miss Tammy. So we're going to go with ended recently. Oh my gosh. On February 4th, it ended for $250. So this card is certainly moving up in price. This is not going to be $150 anymore. You guys should have bought this. You had an opportunity to, and you missed it. All right, last sold at $250. I'm going to set its value at $300. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to host a break on it. Let's see. I was thinking about doing $25 per spot. Like, I was thinking maybe consignment slabs should be a little bit different. Ooh, Sun Kill Moon released new music. That's cool. All right, so let me just test this. Oh, the binder break is done. Okay, guys, just letting you know that. So this is 300 divided by 40, 7.5. So we can either round it up or round it down. So we can round it down to 280. Actually, what's 300 divided by 25? It's 12. So let's do 25. All right, so this is a much cheaper break to jump into. It doesn't require a full 40 buy-in. Actually, we could do 30 and 10, couldn't we? So here we go. This is the consignment break. 31 in 10. We're going to say Tammy. So I can track whose card it is. All right. And this one's going to say Jimmy. Actually, we're just going to put C for consignment. That's a lot smarter looking, isn't it? C for consignment. Yeah, that looks smarter for sure. All right. Welcome, guys. Take a second to smash that like button on the way in, will ya? How's it? Oh, we got to get a better... Oh, my God. We got to get a better sleeve than that. You got to be faster than that. All right. So let's start all over again. What are we doing? We're setting up fresh consignment slab breaks. Something new. It came to me in a dream. No, I was actually just sitting on the couch eating lunch. And I was thinking... This really is a breaks channel. Why don't we host breaks on the consignment slabs one at a time? And I can just pick whichever one I wish to do first, right? All right. $275 for it now. I live in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. What happened? Let's see. Did you hear of the shooting in Rhode Island? I did. I always feel so bad when I hear about those shootings. I'm gonna be honest. I've been a conservative for a very long time, and when I hear about those shootings every time, all I can think is like, man, I get the whole I get the theoretical or the abstract idea of having a right to arms so that you have First Amendment like freedom of speech, but it's like from a practical point of view, other countries don't have this many shootings. They do get them, but they're much more rare, and it's simply because everybody who's lost their damn mind doesn't have easy access to a gun. That's the simplest explanation. And so I feel very badly about it. It makes me scared to have a kid in school. I'd be scared to have my kid go to school because it's not just a one-time thing. This is frequent in the United States. It's a real problem. It's like it's a very serious problem. We just don't want to solve it. It has to be harder to get a gun. All right, that's the consignment break. All right, cool. We'll write Tammy down here because it's Tammy's slab. Tammy's the one we're consigning for. Again, the payout will occur after the card has finished. So new break type, we should have a symbol for consignment, shouldn't we? instead of just calling it consignment. What should the consignment symbol be? Here we are. This was a domestic case, though. The man shot his family. That's awful. So you're saying the people who did get shot, they were family members? It's still wrong. It's awful. Guess you're just related to the wrong guy, huh? No. Wait. What am I doing? I was gonna put a crosshair on this because I thought it would be cool if we had like a snipe. You know what I mean? But wait a second. We're talking about a mass shooting. We can't put a crosshair on a. Oh my god, dude! I've been playing too much Gears. I was playing Gears of War just a minute ago. Okay, that's not gonna do it. Let's call. You know what? Since this is a very Cardconomist kind of thing, let's do the red swirl. So this is Cardconomist selling your card for you. All right. I don't really feel like it makes you think consignment, though, does it? Cardconomist, this channel is not just consignment. It's the overall feeling. No, it's not good. We need a symbol. We need a symbol for consignment. What do you guys think the consignment symbol should be? Give me an emoji. Oops. In my state, you got little kids carrying, shooting guns. Pretty sad, but very true. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it. Why could I get both arguments? I get both arguments, but at the end of the day, 99% of people never use guns wrong, and then there's just like this 1% of people who have totally lost their minds. They're frustrated, they're angry, they're depressed, they're anxious, they're psychotic. They literally are. They lack the ability to feel empathy for others. They're neurotic. They're narcissistic, and they're suicidal. And then they say, "I think I'm going to go ahead and kill a bunch of people and then myself." What are you going to do about that? What's the trick? You can't scare them. You can't say, "Oh, you'll go to jail if you do that." That doesn't work. What do you do about it? So, there's some really serious problems, and we need to figure it out. Consignment slab. Actually, you know what? It could just be initials CS. Consignment slab. I like that. That's simple enough for now, isn't it? CS consignment slab. All right, the consignment slab. We got to have a symbol for it so I can find it while it's up on the table. Its lip is heavy because there's like 4 stickers there. All right, so this is the Tammy consignment slab. When it's completed selling, she gets her payout just like a regular consignment. This is also a consignment slab. It belongs to Jimmy Therese, but I've turned this one into a simple gym break. So this is a gym break. Feel free to jump into there. It's Vivid Voltage Full Art Alakazam English graded. Check out, if you look at closely, I actually gave it pristine 10. So I really liked this one. So that one got a nice pristine 10. Pretty neat. All right, the binder break is done. That means we start a new binder break as well. So here it is. Dylan Chan. Hey, how's it going, Dylan? No, it's very sad. I feel so sorry for the victims. And what do you do about it, guys? Who knows? Who knows? It seems like a lot of other countries do not have this amount of mass shootings because it's so hard to get a gun. Maybe that works. Americans don't like that. I get that. It's like if you're a politician and you go up there and you say, "I'm taking your guns away," people actually cling to their guns harder. They say, "Yo, this is a tyrannical government." And that just shows the cost of having such low trust in your government is you're scared of the government and you're paranoid. And why shouldn't you be when you got this crazy, PDF file ring of billionaires and governments and politicians and, foreign countries' version of FBI and CIA intelligence agencies, colluding with this creepy guy on an island to blackmail each other. How can you trust your politicians? And then they come out and they say, "Well, we're going to raise taxes on you and we're going to take your guns away." So it's like you're trapped between a rock and a hard place with trying to do something pragmatic that would make guns harder to. Maybe you got to like prove you're not crazy or something. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be solved. So what can you do? Pull your kids out of school and homeschool them or something. I don't know. Or just be paranoid or just roll the dice. You could just roll the dice and be like, "It'll be fine." That happens to everybody else, not us. That happens to everybody else, not me. Let's get those booster packs out. Here goes. All right. Yeah, I do have some commentary on that subject. It does make me really sad. Ready? But I know that the guy who did it, he was trans, and so I think a lot of conservatives are going to jump on that. But here's a problem with that. There's a lot of straight guys who have done shootings too. All right? So it's not like you can just jump on his identity as a, as a trans guy and say that's the reason, because it doesn't explain all the other people who weren't trans who also did a mass shooting. A better description is more like children are like this symbolic thing. They're like the purest, most innocent, best thing about us as a species. They're the good part of the species, right? Like you don't kill a kid, right? And so these people who are all messed up in the head and they're ready to commit unalive, they're on the edge. They go after the best thing about society, the most innocent, pure thing. And it's just, something's got to happen. I don't know about if they've got any demands or some kind of manifesto or some crazy thing like that. But we're, just normal people who aren't interested in hurting kids. We got to create some kind of system that makes it so that people who have entered psychosis and absolute insanity, they don't have a way to come in and just do a mass shooting. There has to be some kind of trick to that. So you have to create a system for it. Maybe every single building and every single school and every single hockey center and every single whatever can just be like Fort Knox. And we all wear bulletproof vests and look at each other sideways. Oh, I hope he's not one of the crazies. You know what I mean? Like maybe that can be the solution. What do you think? Does that sound nice? That's stupid, man. There's no easy solution, is there? Anyways, we need to bring back public shaming. I don't know. Public shaming probably won't solve it either. I think these people who have decided they want to commit unalive and they're very angry at society for one reason or another, they've figured it out. They said, okay, I know what to do. Got to shoot up a group of innocent children. That's what society hates the most. Give me numbers. So that's what's happened. The internet has educated a lot of bad people that the worst thing you can possibly do in society is shoot up a group of innocent children. That's what's happened. So they're all educated now on that subject. What do we do in response to that? Give me 3, a 1, a 2, a 3. There we go. All right. Now we got these over here. They got to be shuffled. Yeah, the people in society who are living on the fringe, who are feeling like, they're psychotic. They don't have the empathy to say, I'm not going to do that. Or they're suicidal, whatever the argument is. Those guys who clearly very consistently are doing these shootings. And again, it's not a particular group, maybe men. But these guys who do it, give me a number. They're not going to be scared of you saying, we're going to send you to jail, because if they were scared of that, they wouldn't be committing unalive anyways. 1, 2, 3. These are guys who are ready to end it all. They're unhappy. What do you do about that, All right, here goes. The binder break. I know it's kind of a depressing subject. We talk about all kinds of stuff in here, guys. I hope you can understand that. We like to discuss. Think of it like we're in a coffee shop together trying to solve the world. How about that? That's fun, right? Here's Alexander Noor. Did you have friends like that? Miss Alexandra might be pulling it. Alexandra might be pulling it. Is she here? I don't think she's going to be here till tomorrow. She's here in the morning time stream. All right. Miss Alexandra pulls the entire binder break. It's all hers. She's going to be very excited for that. There's Dylan Chan. Sorry, Dylan. So, Dylan, that's going to be a miss. All of my friends who are like really my friends, people who I enjoyed being around, our favorite thing to do was to sit around and talk. And we would talk about subjects just like this one. So we'd sit around and talk about how do we fix this? How do we fix that? You know what I mean? It's something that it would be very nice to fix, Okay, I don't know how many of these I can fit on this side. How can we help these kids? Negative times a negative equals a positive. Is this the binder break? It sure is. Miss Alexandra just pulled it. Haha. I think I'm going to put it in a fresh bag. It's actually pretty confusing to leave all this stickers on it. Ooh. It's a lot. Race of kids like it's the 90s or earlier. That's whatever you do, it's not going to fix it that like they're going to get the internet eventually. And they're going to learn, hey, the thing that society hates the most are these mass shootings of innocent children. That's what's going on, I swear. So the internet is educating people who are on the edge, people who are really, really close to doing a horrible thing. They're educating those people, the internet posts, on what to do that will upset the internet the most, because you can watch and see what gets the biggest reaction. And so that's the time period we live in. We are. And we need some kind of control. And that control it's hard to decide what that control truly looks like. We need control. It's not enough to just say, gosh, I hope society gets better. Yeah, keep hoping. It's not enough. We have to have real control. I don't know what that means. Could it mean making it much harder to get a gun? Or does it mean every building needs to be locked down like a fortress? Republicans will probably say no to giving up their guns. And so the shootings shall continue. So that's how it'll be. All right, there we go. Very nice. Ooh, look at this. You're going to have a lot of people homeschooling their kids over time because they're like, my kid's not getting shot. I was homeschooled. Homeschooling didn't screw me up. I did not fail in life because of homeschooling. In fact, all the homeschoolers I met, many of them did very well in life. That's the funny part, but it just means a lot of work for the parents, I guess. I think as a parent, it's easier to drop your kid off of school. Now, what about these ETBs? Ooh, let's grab this one back here. This one looks big enough. Haha. So I'll just grab this. We're going to create a special box just for Miss Alexandra to hold all of the Miss Alexandra stuff. Because she's got a lot of stuff now, man. Don't you guys want the kids to be safe? I want the kids to be safe. All right. Get rid of Reddit. Everyone just needs love. I don't really believe that'll work either, like the love argument. That's actually a very common sort of like, see, there are certain belief patterns or ways of thinking that create a conservative or create a liberal. And one of my strongly held beliefs is that there are some people out there who don't need, like a hug or like we can just talk it out. They don't need that. They don't need a social worker. They don't even need free money. You could give them free money and they'll still do a crime. So my brain believes there's some people out there that will just do a crime because they are criminally minded. No other reason. They're just people who are just born kind of like they want to hurt someone else. So I don't know how you fix something like that, but those are one of my strongly held beliefs. By the way, I have a good reason for that. The reason I hold that belief was because of my unique experience as a child of 11 children. I learned very quickly some children were born incredibly mean, and there was nothing you could say or do to get their cooperation or to get them to be nice. They're just impossible. And then some children were born extremely nice, and they were very talkative, and they were very, you could like think together. You could think about things. So I didn't understand why one kid was born one way and the other was born the other. It must be genetic. So it just came down to what kind of soup did you get in your head. That's a very strongly held belief for me because I experienced it growing up. All right, here we are. I witnessed it firsthand. All right. Some people are born nice. Some people are born really mean. If you think about the way that society plays that out, some people must be born with the absolute meanest mind, and some people are born with the absolute nicest mind. Kind of an interesting concept. There we go. Binder break number 6. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? There we go. All right. We should ban child-attracted persons. I'm pretty sure that's already banned. And yet, the politicians don't tell on their rich billionaire friends who seem to be child-attracted. And then Chris Hansen just has an endless supply of videos to make because he can set up a trap for underage girls and just catch men all day long. All day. You watch Chris Hansen? I love his stuff. He's hilarious. He just makes content all day. He never runs out of videos because he never runs out of people willing to break that rule. We're all animals. Yeah, exactly. We're all animals. Ooh, that's a nice Eevee. Here's Kangaskhan. Here's a Dugong. All right, those are really expensive ones. Here's Electabuzz and Hitmonchan. That's cool. So here are some poker cards to get the next round started. I have all these poker cards. All right. I was going to do the random pull poker box again, but this is a little bit better, I feel, because the variety is enjoyable. First, Topps Naruto way cheaper. Before purchasing a Pew Pew, you must own at least one low punny to 10. That's true. We need Batman. All right, they canceled Chris Hansen because he caught a member of Congress. Well, he got canceled because that guy committed unalive from being caught and exposed. So he ran back home and committed unalive. And I think for the first time, there were going to be serious arguments about whether the network is guilty for entrapment or whether, sensationalizing the crime of this person is ethically okay. Maybe when someone commits a crime, it shouldn't be someone else's entertainment. Maybe you should just go to jail for it and receive punishment and treatment. So that's probably what did it. The network didn't want to get its pantsuit off by somebody who has real money to hire lawyers to sue them. Here is Tyler, 10 Pokey Shuffles. Oh, yeah, those Pokey Shuffles, man. Let's see. Oh, were there any cacti Pokemon in those cards? In the pokers? No. The next round of the binder breaks beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. What did you get offered for your plasma Blastoalgra? So it was a guy inquiring about it, and he asked me if I had a price. I said, not really. And he's, and then he asked again. I said, I haven't really considered selling it. And he's like, oh, okay. So he was wanting to buy it, but he wanted me to put the first price down, and I refused to do it, basically. Not because it's not like a negotiation tactic. I actually was just too lazy. That's 100% the dead on truth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That thing you pulled cannot be re-rolled. This is called $40 toward the oldest slab break. It's one of the few items in the box that cannot be re-rolled. So in this case, you're going to get a spot in the oldest slab break, which I believe is Mew. You're going into the Mew, Mr. Tyler. Here you go, Tyler Ferbert. All right. It's better than missing, because if you had missed, that would have been pretty rough. All right, welcome, guys. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. We're here talking about stuff, opening Pokemon cards, working on our breaks, showing off what we got for sale. 7-year-old card shop. We've been doing this 7 years now. We are. Ooh, look at that Mew. 10 out of 17. And you guys missed it. In the daytime stream, we sold a Moonbryon for $3,300. Pretty crazy. Ooh. So here's Haunter, Tora Karuta. Let me look up Tora Karuta real fast. All right. Now, I had a Tora Karuta Diglett cell. Oh my gosh. So I had a Diglett cell for 240, and I can see here that a Tora Karuta Rattata just sold for 400. That's crazy. Yeah, look at this. So here are some. So we got some Tora Karutas here. That one's 240. All right. Those are pretty pricey. I think my price on this is one of my favorite ones. I don't know what to sell them for now. Let me think about it. There's none on the internet, and Diglett sold for 240. I'm just going, you can laugh at the price. I'm just going to set it up there and leave it there. Here it is. It's from Koro Comics, hand-cut Tora Karuta. We just received a crypto order. Who's that? Here we are. All right. Pulling that over. So you can laugh at this. It's going to be pretty high. Well, what's the most expensive Haunter for sale right now? What does Haunter look like? I still haven't found a location for Taco Tuesday. We got to get Taco Tuesday, man. Well, Hunter gets really expensive. Here's a Thompson Hunter for about 3,000. Okay, I'm going to offer for that. I was planning on doing a pretty high number for this guy. Thing is, I don't want to sell him at all, but I'm making an offer anyways. All right. Don't forget website orders. Have no fear. Let's see. So Tyler Ferbert is done. Thank you, Tyler. Let's see what the oldest order is. Aaron Rodriguez has the oldest order. Aaron Rodriguez, 9 Surging Sparks and 4 Ghosts of the Past. Please toss the hollows. You got it, man. First, I got to toss these somewhere, man. What the hell? I got so much stuff in. All right. So, Surging Sparks. Let me just double check that it's not in here. It's not in here. And now we check over here. Good old Surging Sparks. Is that? That's okay, so let's see. So that's it. Is probably it. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, only 1 pack left after that. Crazy. All right. Cool, man. Love the big order. Cool, man. Ghost of the Past. I have to reach so far from this chair so often. That's how we do it, guys. It's Tuesday, isn't it? How your lives going? Mister, on the crypto order, send you a Discord message. All right, sounds good. I got my package today. Alexis did such an amazing job. Manga looks great. Nice. She usually does a pretty good job. I just finished paying a lady like $400 today. See, I got to earn $400. I finished paying her $400. She was cleaning up that El Tampa home, the one we were renting with John. It's finally deep cleaned. Can you believe it? All this time later, it is finally deep cleaned. I saw a picture of the toilets, fresh, like I would sit down on it. Boy, it feels pretty remarkable when that's all the way done, you know, when it's really clean. All right, so far we've only dumped over 7,000 into replacing the floors and redoing the walls. And then what else have we paid? We paid a little bit to fix the door because the door is ruined. I don't remember what we paid for that. We had to do a bunch of inspections. I had to pay somebody to clean the fridge because the fridge was abominable. And then I had to pay this lady $400 to clean the house. Primarily the bathrooms is what she had to clean. Those were the no good parts. Oh, and then at the very beginning, we paid $2,000 to have somebody remove all the garbage from the yard and from the interior of the home. In particular, his room was, I mean, it was just like, it was hard to believe. I was like, what am I looking at? We are snipping this. All right. So there you have it. Almost $10,000 lost now, getting the house prepared to sell, getting to a point where you can sell it. Just something to learn from. If you guys ever plan on doing some landlording, thought you should know that. All right. Let's see. It's Chinese New Year's. Do you have any kind of Pokemon magazine I could pay you for and pay you for your autograph on it to go next to a coin one I got signed in the Trump Playboy magazine? I'm getting framed. Magazine? Like a Pokemon magazine? All right, here goes. I don't know. I have PSA magazines. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. And here's one last cold one. All right. Yeah, we're getting closer to selling that house now. Feels great. That was like the last step, actually. I'm in close communication with the real estate agent who's going to sell it. Feels great. We were shopping around for houses today on the ZELLE, potentially to move maybe to like a gated community or something. But there's not really that many great gated communities out here in Lake of the Ozarks. They're all really small, and you either get a house on the water for like $3 or $6 million, or you don't, and you just live in a plain little home, and it's like, ooh, downgrade. So maybe not. Here's Kecleon. He's kind of interesting, Kecleon. Shinji Kanda Kecleon. Here's Vigoroth. All right. I could send you a mag. I have that has a Gengar on the front of it. That would be perfect. Maybe. I don't generally sign stuff just because, you know, somebody asked me to sign something. Okay, we got Cyclizar. So I generally try not to sign things. And then what I actually do is occasionally I have something that I'm selling that has a signature on it. Here's Kecleon again. And here's Flittle. And here's Oricorio. Oops. And finally, we've got Cryogonal and Latias. Mr. Aaron Rodriguez, if you ever want to trade stuff like this, like the Pokemon Hollows here, for spots in the trade break, just let me know. We do trades like that to help you get rid of your junk and maybe transform your junk into treasure, into like a slab, basically. So if your you know, bulk cards turn into a slab, that's not a bad thing. Let's grab your bag over here. Think of it like a Hail Mary last shot with whatever you've built up. Like, so you got a bag right here, right? And here are some cards, too, that can be traded in. Here it is. Mr. What the Trade Break card. Here's some hollows, too. So you got some English hollows to trade. I don't know about these. Whoa, you can also trade cards like these if you ever want to. If you ever want to get rid of something you don't like these. This War Turtle is totally tradable. Whoa, dude. Aaron Rodriguez, you got some hot stuff, bro. All right. Mr. What's the Trade Break? It would be pretty cool next to the other two. I would pay $110 for the professional framing job. Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, that's the same for all of you guys. You want to liquidate your junk cards and turn them into a slab? It's possible to do that. We have these trade slabs that help make it fast and maybe like you don't have to, you know, think too hard about it, essentially. All right. You can't put a gate around your property? We could. I think it would ruin the property, though. It's so beautiful. Here it is. There we go. It's a really pretty property. We'll pop this up here, and I think the gate would detract from it. New pricey slab hitting the table. This Tora Karuta Hunter. Matt Hansen, hey, Mr. 60 to my slab away. Matt Hansen, you got it. Slab away time. People are paying off their slab aways. They're saying, wait, I do want that thing. We had a guy come in and pay his entire slab off in one go right at the end. So this guy's say, minus 60. $495 remains. Oh, yeah, you had that group of hidden fake cards. That's so cool. All right, so click out of there. Mr. What's the Trade Break card? Yeah, let me go ahead and show this off now. So here it is. It is now this Shaman from Diamond and Pearl Japanese. So it's a 9, and it's 1 out of 5. Now, we're jumping back over here. I think we might have a hefty Brett order, if I had to guess. It would be pretty cool. You can't put a gate. I could send you a mag. Last Surging Sparks will be a hit. Maybe. All right, we got Mr. Brett with the big order. 2 live customs, 1 Ancient Origins, 1 Twilight Masquerade. All right, you got it. Let's see. Grab this. Boop, 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 doop, boop, doop, boop, doo. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Aha. 1 Ancient Origins and a Twilight Masquerade. So here's 1 and a 2. You're going to pick up 2 poker cards this time, so that's kind of nice. But these particular packs will not be holding a slab. Let's be honest. It wouldn't just be a random signature. I'd say I've been a pretty solid fan and done a lot of business with you. Now, hold on. I don't know if you're making an argument that because you did a lot of business, we should do a signature, because that's not how it works for anyone. So, like Mr. LaFlame, he's probably done more business than like 90% of anybody. And, you know, it's the same deal. The way I like to do it is simple. So the way we like to do it is occasionally there's like a signature card that you can try to obtain. Maybe it's like one of these drawings. So if you look at this, we got a signature down here. So that's one way to obtain it. And another way is maybe like that Psyduck over here. Remember, so what we were going to do with the break card, here it is, Psyduck. Oh, yeah, it is on the card already. So there it is. So we usually have a way for you to try and obtain it, but what I don't like to do is just sign things that I'm requested to sign. I don't like to do that. It's just, that's the way it is, I suppose. It's not a big deal. Maybe you could talk to me more about it in Discord, okay? You talk, give me some ideas in Discord, all right? So we'll talk about it over there. It'll be easier. All right, Mr. Brett, let me get an Ancient Origins pack. I didn't say I did the most. Oh, I didn't say you did the most. What I was trying to say is that he could ask for a signature and I'd still tell him no. That's what I was trying to say. So when he was like in his heyday buying a whole bunch of stuff, if he said, go ahead and do a signature too, I'd be like, well, wait a second. There we go. Ooh. I try not to do that. That's my rule. All right, we got this beautiful Ancient Origins. I like them to be real rare. I think it's cool. Ooh, so we got Gumi. I like them to be rare because I like it for when they pop up to be sold. I like them to just sort of be like, ooh, here's an easy way to get one, you know, so it kind of tempts the person. Look at this Gumi. We've got Uber. Ooh, here's Spinnerack. Here's Quagsire. Here's Magikarp. Ready? Oh, you're going to pick up Persian Reverse. Nice. Please be a heavy. Please be a heavy. No, it's going to be a light pack. We do have Gyarados coming out, though, and Vaporeon. Very nice. All right, so there you have it. Mr. Brett, am I missing anything? I got to get you your Twilight pack. So that Gyarados is actually pretty nice, but he's non-hollow. The Persian's nice, too. If he can grade 10, he pays for the whole pack. Here's a little Magikarp. Here we are. Let's see. It was more of what it is going to be with what would make it cool, but I get it. Oh, I think what you're trying to say is you're trying to set up like a thing at home. Well, that's why I'm saying maybe just go send me a message on Discord or something talking a little bit about it. All right. Bobbed Bird. Hey, what's up, Bobbed Bird? We are Vaporeon. Ooh. Very nice. We'll set this over here. There you have it. Let's go grab your Twilight Masquerade, and then we'll just easily pull. Oops. Then we'll just easily pull a Greninja out. That'd be nice. Boop. Twilight Masquerade. Brett! It's nice to see you, Brett. We have another giveaway tonight. Let me grab this giveaway. So that's the Sarah Dusenberry giveaway right there. So we'll be giving that away tonight. I got my first black label today. Nice. Yeah, black labels are nice. You got to spend a lot of money to get just one black label, you know? That's why they're so expensive. This recent weekend, I bought my most expensive card, the Boa manga in English. Ooh. Here's Kieran. Oh, yeah. Ooh. All right. Set that there and set this here and put this away. All right. What are we doing with you, Mr. Brett? Where we keep your stuff? You got a box over here. So let's start there. Well, here we are. No mega snipes in that round. All right, we're looking for a mega snipe. Ugh. Mega snipe. That's what the mega break could have been called. It could have been called the mega snipe, but okay. Wait, I kind of wrote that small, didn't I? The point of the sticker is so that you can actually read it. You guys know how to spell Sarah. It's not a tricky word, is it? But I want her name on there loud and proud. Now, let's go reset the giveaways. Another order coming in. Just testing the waters. Just testing the waffles. Sounds good, man. Ooh, waffles. Doesn't that sound good? All right, so you guys type in Sarah for that. Here we have Dark Porygon for $370. You can just buy it outright. No break. Here's Pseudo Wudo. Here's Slitherwing. Here's Zeraora. Here's Pseudo Wudo. All right, some cool cards there. Who's the oldest order at this point? We have an order from Nicholas Pacheco, and he wants a Topps pack. Is that right? Is that what this is going to be? Yep, Topps Naruto. One Topps Naruto coming right up. All right, if you'll just excuse me. So we got two boxes here. The Office Depot by my house is closing, and tomorrow they have 85% off everything. How does a company like that ever stay in business anymore? You know, retail has changed. Retail's changed. Everyone buys everything on eBay and Amazon. They buy stuff, you know, from a live rip and ship. The world's changed. People don't want to go into Home Depot and feel sad, you know? All right, the way that we shop has fundamentally changed. That's why malls are going out of business. All those places exist, but they gotta hire laborers to show up, local labor, and they gotta hire they gotta get like the building up to code and electricity and air conditioning. You know, it doesn't really have to do all that kind of sophisticated stuff. One massive Amazon distribution hub where they can consolidate all of their needs into a single building. Super clever. You know, so those places are going away. Walmart's next, man. Walmart could go away, but Walmart's doing okay right now. Now, wait a second. Hold on. Let me shuffle these a bit for you guys. All right. Somebody said they wanted these shuffled. Isn't that interesting? So there you go. Shuffle, truffle. But it is next to a Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, so I might make a stop. Hey, Mr. So I'm being annoying, but could you check my crypto order to make sure it arrived? Discord message sent. Yeah, it arrived. I got the email right here. You sent $122. So that's what I received is $122. Ugh. All right. Let's go ahead and snip this Naruto. How does shuffling them even change anything? I don't know. Some people just like to see that kind of stuff. All right. For you, my graceful friend, soup. You've got one Hashirama Sanju. We got Kono Hamaru Sarutobi. Here's Naruto. We got Iruka. We've got the Nine Tails. We've got Assassin of the Mist. We've got Return of the Morning Mist. And we've got Shadow in the Darkness. So the other day, we pulled a 1 of 1 out of here, guys. And I feel like we can do it again. I feel like we can get another 1 of 1 from these bags. Here's Nathan Norman. Here's Nathan Williamson. Where are you at, fam? Where's your stuff? Here it is. All right. I feel like we can pull another 1 of 1. Because what you see coming out of here are 1 in 10, 1 in 5, and 1 in 25, but never any higher than that. I've got a little tea here. How nice is that? All right, so Nicholas Pacheco is complete. Who's next? I actually do think it's the BTC's turns next. Let's see what you got. Mr. Chicken Dylan. So I'm going to add this up real fast. The pack split times 1. That's this guy right here. Sometimes we run into a problem with let's see. Sometimes we run into I'm trying to remember your full name. It said Dylan Cranfield. Yes. Not to be confused with Dylan Chan. Because your names are quite similar. All right, you're going in. Sometimes we get this thing with crypto where it's like, it arrives and it's like $3 short or something. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's because crypto is kind of always fluctuating, I assume. Oh, okay, so we'll grab this. That's one. Who likes Brussels sprouts? Miss Janice, how are you today? How's it going? Let's pull up this real fast. What breaks are close? Not the binder break. That one's over. That one finished. Let's see. I don't remember what Obsidian Flames is. Obsidian Flames. Let me go look at my price on Obsidian Flames. So Obsidian Flames, which is over here. Oh, that's Japanese. I'm so dumb. All right, that's why I couldn't find it. 11? Okay, Obsidian's 11. We're at 73. So you're at 73, which means you'll have some money left over. Pack split, Obsidian, Junk Packs, Poke Shuffle. 49 remaining store credit. Let's test that theory. So it should say minus 122. Yep, you're right. 49 remaining. Perfect. All right. Dylan Cranfield. I had to test those. Perfect, man. I had to test those cryptos, man. Let's see. Oh, he's got the Arcanine. Dylan Cranfield. Now, that's spent on Mike's side. Did Mike's side spend this? I don't remember. 30 bucks on Mike's side. What? Who's going in for more Naruto? He's trying to snipe. Pokey Shuffles ×3. Come on, guys. I see we have 80 viewers, but only 22 likes. Smash that like for me, will you? Do me a favor, guys. Help me out with that. We try to get to half the viewers. So if there's 100 viewers, 50 likes. We try to get that, okay? That's 3 cold ones. No! All right, 3 cold ones. Junk packs ×2. Here they are, junk packs, and 1 Obsidian Flames. Now, where did I see the Obsidian Flames? Here it is. Those are our junk packs. They cost $3. They're made out of junk. They really are. And then they just sell. I don't always understand it. All right, what do we got? We got Meltan, Palpitoad, and Vespiquen. Ooh. Okay, not exactly the strike we're looking for. Now, what do we got going on in here? I suppose you'll want to see what's in your junk pack. So I think these MetaZoo cards have to be sleeved. There's no way around it because it's so dang hard to handle them. And they are sensitive to fingerprints. Okay, so you got some of that. You got some Disney Poker. This is Disney Weiss. This is, that is in fact also Disney Weiss. That's a Pokemon Karuta. Here's some Dragon Ball Hollows. And some One Piece Hollows and a Pokemon Hollow. Pack number 2. All right, we got One Piece, Final Fantasy, Cam Akers, Aziz Ojulari, and a Scyther Poker that's really old. And we've got some Yugi Schmoes. There you have it. All right, those are your 2 packs. Come on, guys, hit the like. I was curious. Oh, for the junk packs. They are pretty weird, aren't they? Some people really like them for the variety, I suppose. But, you know, like these 2 hollows each come out of 1 booster pack of Final Fantasy. So it's like $5 per booster pack, and that's your 1 hollow, and you just collected 2 of those. It's interesting. I really just try to put junk in here. People like them. So strange. I think they want... There's some people, what they do is they go, I want a whole bag of junk. They don't just want like 1 or 2. They say, man, send a whole bag of that through. So they get a bunch of it. I know the football names. I just got out of NFL cards. We are Dylan Cranfield. I'm very bad with football cards. There we go. Lovely. All right. Cool, man. So you have 49 left over. We're hitting this button, followed by this button. Mr. Keith is back. 4 packs of the Japanese OP10. All right, OP10, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. OP10. One Piece got so hot for a little while there. How's it doing lately? I haven't heard any crazy like, like, oh, it just reached a new price or something. I haven't heard anything like that. There you go. I know the football names. I love you trying to say his name. You nailed it. It's funny. People often say that. They find it funny when I struggle with the football names. Let's go, Keith. Okay, here's a hollow. Keith has been a busy guy, huh? We got a bonus for first-time order. You get this Lucario, and we'll put you onto the break automatically. All right, Mr. Keith. Tossing this away. And you're over here, Keith. Ah, Keith. You going to pick up the new Resi out on 26? Resi, what's that? Resident Evil? What's the new Resi? Thank you so much, Mr. Keith. Now we have Jaded Heisenberg, 1 Pokey Shuffle. You got it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Boop. What's it all about? I don't think is it like a brand new, like Resident Evil 100, or is it a remake? There's a lot of remakes. 1 cold one, Mr. Jaded. Sorry, man. There we have it, everybody. Woof. So I just refreshed PayPal. There's no orders in the PayPal queue. I'm refreshing the website. We do have another order in the rep. We got a couple orders on the website. So first we got Nicholas Pacheco, and he's going in on the Topps Naruto. Okay, Topps Naruto, guys. It's under siege. There's Eradicate. There's Zatu. Light Flareon for $550. There's Lilia's Determination. Let's stop and price something up real fast. So here we have a Quillfish Neo. Let's see. Neo first. Quillfish. All right. Hopefully it's better than Silent Hill Returns. Didn't care for that. Silent Hill Returns. Quillfish. Did I spell this right? I spelled it right. Let me check sold. Okay, so one sold on February 17th. Oh, that's today. Okay. And then there's none left for sale. All right. What did I pay for these? Let me look up. I got to see what I paid for this real fast. Quillfish. Oops, come on now. Wow, these were definitely cheaper in the past. All right. He hasn't changed too much, but he's definitely changed. I need 2 more coins on the Queen's Beast to complete. Saw you had the completer I just got a week ago. Oh, you got the completer coin. That's interesting. I just sold one of those on eBay. There we go. Toss that. All right. It's funny because I just had a conversation with the guy on eBay, and the guy was trying to tell me that my price was too high. And I told him, well, you know, I've been kind of selling them at this price successfully. And so I told him, you know, I don't really feel like it is overpriced. And then he's like, all right. And then he left. And then like 3 days later, it sold. Okay, so I have one of these for sale. Last sold on this is $125. So we're doing 160. That means we've raised the price over the last sold. That's pretty standard if there's none available for sale at all. That's not a surprise. Actually, he could go into the live customs. That'd be an interesting one in the live customs. Law, I might have just bought it. I paid $230. You might have just... No. I sold mine for $400. I haven't shipped it yet either. Yeah, I sold mine for $400. Here we are. So you got a better deal than the guy who bought the one for me. Let's see. Let's grab some of these. Those are red flag customers. Red flag customers. Here's Shiny Bubble. Wow, out of 50. That's cool, man. I like this card. Here is Growlithe. $60, huh? It's a Cosmic Hollow. Here's Sephiroth. Oh, these are all really cool. What the hell? It's too bad they didn't get 10s, huh? But, you know, you guys got to get into collecting some 9s. Even I collect 9s. Let me show you a 9 I acquired. Even I collect 9s. Here we go. Look at this 9. So here's an Ancient Origins 9. And you just collect it when it's a good card and you know it's hard to acquire in a 10. That's it. It's not complicated. Grab this real fast. There we go. Did my orders go through? Yes, sir. You're coming up in like 2 seconds, actually. Oops. Hello. Welcome, guys. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday's kind of known for being a slower day of the week. All right, but some days it's not. It's so weird. All right. I did a fun thing. I went to the library today to sign some consent forms. I consented. There. All right, Mr. John Reagan. Korean Pokemon, Glory of Team Rocket, 30 packs. Okay. I consented today. What did I consent to? So we're doing the IVF treatment, right? And before they can use a machine to get Karis knocked up, I have to consent for my spermies to be used that way, for my swimmers. What? So we're sitting in the library notarizing a consent form with the librarian. And he's actually kind of a younger dude. Actually, he seems like he was about 30 to 40. He wasn't like old, but he was like, you know, not young either. And he's just going through the form. It was really funny. It felt like that episode from The Office where it was like Dwight and Angela were hammering out the details of them having a baby together. That's what it felt like. I was like, what are we doing, dude? But so you have to consent for her to have your DNA. She has to get a notarized form saying that I consent to her using my stuff. What the hell? Pretty interesting. Only then will the doctors do it. Will you name your child after a Pokemon character or One Piece? Yeah. I'll let you guys choose the name. We'll have a break to name the kid or something. We are. Whoever wins the break can choose the name. You're going to love having kids. Nothing else like it. Very precious. I don't know if I love it. Okay. I had a lot of brothers and sisters. When I was like 13 years old, I had a baby on my hip every day, all day. I changed a million diapers already. Okay, so I already know what it's like. Cares doesn't know what it's like to have a baby. I know what it's like already. I'm like a baby expert because of how much time I spent around babies. Now, I still want them, but it's more like a, I better do this before I die kind of thing. Before I die of old age, I better get this out of the way. You know what I mean? Like a sort of cosmic dance kind of thing. Like, I'm only here because someone else had me, so I was a baby. So it's like, I better have one. You know, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be, everything in life doesn't have to be like some kind of vacation or some sort of dopamine thing, like, oh, video games. We don't have any responsibility. You know, so I think that's how people kind of structure their lives when they're deciding whether to have a kid or not. They're, ooh, look at that Persian. They kind of go, what feels good? What sounds good? But I don't think it has to always be that way. I think sometimes you just make the decision that you're supposed to make, like you're supposed to do this. And I'm just falling in line with that because I trust the system. I have faith in the system. I go, you know, the process. I trust the process. I was a baby, so I have to make a baby. There we go. And we don't even know if they'll work. So, you know, we don't know if we'll actually manage to get all the way to a healthy baby. So that's still down the road. We'll see what happens. Your most popular customer name should be your child's name. Oh, here we are. We are. Ooh. And here's Gold Crobat. We have responsibility without kids. Not everyone is meant to have children. Yeah. Who told you that? Who told you not everyone's meant to have children? Like who, you know, when you make a statement like that, it's very much like a 10 commandment kind of thing, right? So people don't like the 10 commandments. I don't like them. But also when I hear somebody else cleverly tell me like, you're not supposed to do this, or some people are not supposed to, you know what I mean? I go, says who? I'm pretty fast to go, says who? My brain's very resistant to being told an idea. So you tell me an idea and it throws it away in like 2 seconds. It says, nope. Where do these rules come from? There are no rules. Here we are. All I know is I was a baby, so I got to make a baby. That's it. You know, my existence was dependent on someone else deciding to have a baby. And so I have to find that to be a good thing. Philosophically, I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to say, well, I like existing. Because if you were to say the other thing, I don't like existing, you know what I mean? Like, where does that lead? Where does that, you know, where are you coming from if you really say that and you mean it? I don't like existing. That's no good. And I bet you that person in particular would definitely not have children. But if you like existing, you know, I have that ability to see myself as a larger, you know, not like an individual, but like a larger system. Here's Mewtwo. Here's, right, like I don't see where I live in life as, oh, you worked so hard and did this thing. I see it as like my ancestors got me this far. I'm the ancestor now. It's my turn. It's kind of like paying it forward. We are. Ooh, Spidey-Ops. I'm not supposed to buy Pokemon, but I do. Yeah, there's no rules. We are all right. Very good. The joke was for the soccer fans. In EU, it's football. Have children? Aero, it's okay, we won't tell. Well, some people just can't have babies. May not. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, without science and technology, I'm not sure Karis would be having a baby. So it's actually pretty impressive what they can do these days. You know, they've got all this complicated stuff now. It's so crazy. But yeah, it's interesting. I always say this: if you literally can't have a baby, you should do the other thing where you should commit to being like a teacher or like a charity person, you know, somebody who does something for the society, you know what I mean? Which is not the same as being able to have a child and just not wanting a kid. You know, that's different. If you're born with the inability to have kids, it's a bit different. All right, here it is. Mr. John Reagan. Mr. John. We're talking about a pretty big subject. We're talking about not like simple things here, like, oh, what Gucci bag do I buy next? We're talking about life's meaning and purpose here. So it's kind of a big subject. So, you know, I kind of speak flippantly about it, but it's not a subject that I haven't stopped and thought about for a very long time. Here we are. I pretty much obsess over these subjects. I think about these subjects almost every single day, all day. Oh my gosh, you can't have a baby? Well, not naturally. She's having IVF. The person that's going to receive your whole lifetime effort, big deal. There's always adoption for those who can't and truly want to be parent. Sometimes. I think there's cases where you want to adopt and they say no. Some people shouldn't have kids. Oh. Now, see, that's another argument too. Really, I ask you guys to question your beliefs. Whenever you make a statement like that, what you're doing is you're entering into a portion of your brain that deals in belief structures. So you have like these beliefs. But try to imagine the world as just this messy chemical soup with no rules. There are no rules. So when you say something like that, well, people who are poor shouldn't have kids. My family was hella poor, dude. I mean, they were shockingly poor. No one was more poor than my family. We were broke beyond broke. We could barely live off of ramen. No Christmas, no birthdays. You'd get whipped for wanting something on your birthday. It was horrible. So, you know, maybe I should have been aborted or something like that because my family would have been wealthier. I don't know. But if that's the argument, poor people shouldn't have children, you know, that gets really close to stuff like, yeah, I don't know, maybe like eugenics. That gets really close to genocide too, really, because some places are very consistently poor. So you got to be careful with those lines of thinking because it can lead down a pretty dark pathway when you decide that a human gets to be born based off of the wealth of their parents. It's a tricky subject. You just have to think about it longer. Here's Mr. Tyler Ferber, 3 Japanese OP10s. You got it, man. Yeah, I might not have been born. All right, let's keep the line moving, though. Interesting, right? Interesting. I might not have been born. One of my siblings might not have been born. If you asked them about it, they'd be like, wait, wait, I want to exist. Wait. So it's a very, very sort of like, it goes beyond materialism. Materialism, which says, what's good is to be rich. That's materialism. What's good is to be able to go on your next cruise. That's what matters in life. And it's like, does it? What if I don't go on a cruise? Is my life meaningless? You know what I mean? What if I don't own a 3-story home? Is my life meaningless? What if I don't have a home and a vacation home? Is my life meaningless? Here's Tyler Ferber. So you have to be careful with those lines of thinking. All right, Tyler, let me grab your bag. How do you know she can't have a baby? Keep trying. Well, we did try for like 2 years. And then we went to the doctor and they're like, she has endometriosis really bad. And then we remembered right at the beginning of the relationship, she had been told a long time ago that she had endometriosis. Right at the beginning. We forgot about it over the years. We actually forgot she had been told that already. So it was really surprising. And so now we're doing IVF. We're not going to wait till we're like 2 more years older. We're old enough, baby. Keep trying for a baby 3 times a day. Yeah, I bet. Oh, we're trying real hard. Yeah, we're trying real hard. Oh, I'm all sweaty from trying. Here's Mr. Brett. All right, Brett. 2 live customs. 1 $200 bill for whatever you want. Brake, slabs, etc. Total $250. All right, let's go ahead and jump over here. So 2 live custodies. What up? Has the rocket split gone off yet? Not yet. It is filling, though, if you want to jump in for $41. Mister, you missed the point. Have I? We got 1, 2, 3. Here we got 1, 2. Ta-da! All right, you ready? We got Rifflet. Aha! Chancy coin. Oh, I know what that is. That's quite good. Okay, you've got a big pull here. Now you can decide to keep it or you can decide to re-roll it. But it's a big coin. I'm practicing with myself till the big game. Yeah. Got to keep practicing. Practice makes perfect, guys. It's all about practice. Here we are. Here we go. All right. So here we have it. That's $250. That's a big pull. So you can decide to keep this coin or re-roll the coin. Take a close look at it and let me talk to you about it. This is from the Japanese base set. Japanese base set starter deck. It's the very first Pokecoin that they were releasing. So I've sold a couple of these for the full price because people badly wanted these. The most expensive one I sold was $800. That was the most expensive one. Now, this price was based off of last sold on eBay. One sold on eBay for $250. It was this same coin. It was a Gem 10. Also, I'd like to point out, see that CGC symbol on the back? That's actually the NGC symbol. Why? Because they are the same company. So if anyone should be in the business of grading these Pokemon coins, maybe it should be this company. See? They're the same company. So they have graded the coin a 10. Very nice. Now you can decide whether to keep it or whether to re-roll it. I got to talk it up because it's not just a card. It's a coin. We don't always talk about coins. All right. I appreciate your transparency about your IVF journey. My wife and I experienced an ectopic pregnancy last year, and it was devastating. Still trying to figure out our next move. I actually don't know what that means. Ectopic. Let's see. Ectopic pregnancy. A bad one. Occurs when a fertilized egg implants outside the uterus. Darn. Making a medical emergency if the tube ruptures. Damn, dude. That sucks, man. Yeah, my mom had a lot of kids, and she had like, I know she had one, what do they call it when the baby dies during development? She had one of those, and I could tell it weighed really heavy on her. So pregnancies are tricky because even if you get pregnant, that doesn't mean you have a successful baby. There's all these things that can go wrong. It's very tricky, I suppose. All right. I'd keep it. The degenerate side would re-roll. To roll or to keep? That is the question. Miscarriage. Yes, thank you. Miscarriage. Yes. It's well, I'm sorry to hear about that with your did you say it was his wife as well? Me and my wife? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. I've never had a baby. This is my first baby. But I had 11 siblings. I was the oldest brother. So I've seen babies after babies after babies after babies after babies. So it's almost like this thing I've already experienced. But I'm getting old, man. Like I'm heading toward 40. I got to have one. I got to have one already. I got to have a baby or I'm going to be like some old washed up guy opening Pokemon cards, not with no family, no babies, no children. Who would inherit the cards? I guess you guys. I'd give them to you guys. That's probably what I would actually do. I'd just give my cards away to the Pokemon card community. Maybe I'd go find some poor kid and just be like, here you go, kid. Just hand the collection over to him. That'd be crazy. No, I'd probably do something more organized than that. All right, so I don't hear him talking. Mr. Brett, I will go ahead and write this one down for you. So the way it works, if you're not here to accept what you pulled, we just give it to you. We assume you want to keep it. Oh, keep. Okay, there he is. He's right there. Hey, Mr. Brett. Very cool coin. All right, big hit. Secure in the bag. When you re-roll it, you have a chance for something better to show up. You also have a chance for something worse to show up. So when you put it away, you're secure in the bag. We've seen some really interesting re-rolls. All right, $200 for whatever, he says, even breaks. Well, I actually think the breaks are my favorite thing on the table because so many of these breaks just jump you straight to having a big item. As opposed to opening a lot of booster packs where you get a lot of hollows, you get like some middle pulls, like maybe like an AR or an EX. But to be honest, none of those are really worth very much. They're not like collectible. You know what I mean? You want something serious. So we just put up a new collectible on the table. This guy right here. This is Jigglypuff Squirtle deck. You'll notice it's a 1 in 10, but it's only a $30 buy-in. This is a new thing, guys. Do you see the CS? This is a consignment slab. Okay, this is a consignment slab break for Miss Tammy. When the consignment's over, Tammy gets paid. Pretty remarkable. We're going to get into that now because we offer consignment, and I want to show you guys that we have methods to liquidate your card. So, Brett, you'll be the first one in this consignment. This is a vintage Jigglypuff, and they're selling for a lot of money these days. I don't think you should miss this one. My parents were poor growing up, had us young, did well for themselves. Yeah, that comment on, don't have kids if you're poor, it's a nice comment. I've even probably said something like that. I've probably said something like that. But to be honest, life just doesn't really work that way. It doesn't. You have kids when you're poor. You don't have kids when you're rich. Most people never become rich. So it's like, what, is all the poor people not supposed to have kids? It just doesn't make sense. Society should probably be taxing people and helping the poor with their babies. That's the appropriate moral thing to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be done. Okay, so, oh, I'm not going to put you in here. I don't know if you want that. That's too small. Here's the manga. Here's, oh yeah, here's one. So this is trade number 2. This is called Tentacruel, and he's actually a break. $20 buy-in, 1 in 12 odds. Let's get you one spot in there. So you have a chance for this vintage Jigglypuff and a chance for this vintage Tentacruel. Of course, if you don't want the Tentacruel, just sell them back. But now you're in there. Anyone can buy into that Tentacruel directly. You don't have to trade for him, but he is a trade break. So that's $50 right there. Now you got a possibility to pull either of those. There's also this fun gym break over here. Have you ever been in a gym break? Gym breaks are pretty fun. What's cool about gym breaks is they go off really fast. So a gym break is over in a flash. This card for this gym break looks like this. Watch. Ooh, yeah. That is Alakazam Full Art from Vivid Voltage. Okay, check out the back of the card. Just really clean. Really good centering. All right. So this could be another thing we jump you into. That's a gym break. Gym breaks have a 50% odds. One person hits it, the other person misses it. There it is. All right, so that brings us up to 75. You're into 3 fresh breaks that you were not previously into. Let's see, there we go. Very nice. Here's another break that you might not be into because you might not have known it existed. Did you guys know that we are doing this for our lightning break? This is the PSA 10 Mew. It may seem like an odd slab to collect until you actually have it in your hands. And then you're like, holy, this is so nice. You own it and you realize you've got an authentic Pokemon card and it's really large. So this is meant to be hung up on a wall or displayed on a shelf for everybody to see your cool Pokemon collection. This already has some people in it. And instead of starting a new lightning break, we've made this the lightning break. So we're waiting for this to go off. Brett Love. Okay. Get him a Naruto Topps card. I know you want me to open that Naruto because you're hoping he'll clear a cold one out and then that'll increase your odds. Is that it? Is that what you're thinking? You're funny, man. So let me jump you in there. That's the lightning break. Let's see, formerly known as the Jumbo Pack Break. Jumbo Slab Break. Is this it? Yeah, Jumbo Slab. If anybody pulls that, and somebody will eventually, you're going to realize how kind of a cool thing it is to own one of those. Most people don't own one. So it's a talking point when you do. NHCC, CS Man, Ivan Rodriguez, Brett Love. We got 4 people in there. 6 people left on that big Mewtwo slab. So there you guys go. You have almost endless options, it feels like, for different breaks to jump into. When you buy into a break, you're voting for it to end sooner than later. What is this? My music reset. Hold on, let me get back up here. Mister, you know me. How many more spots left in that? In the Mewtwo break. 6 spots remain in the Mewtwo break. Come on, I didn't want that. Hold on. Okay, here we are. What number child are you? I'm number 1 out of 4. So I have 2 older sisters, and I'm the oldest son. So I'm number 3, but I'm also the oldest boy. So I was like treated different. That's kind of how my family was. All right, let's see. So Brett Love, how much have we done for you so far, Brett? We did 20, 50, 75, 75 plus 40, which is 115. So we've done 115, which means we need, how much more? We need 5, 9. That's not right. 85. There you go. So we need 85 more. All right. 85 more fun ones, huh? Fun ones. I really like the breaks. Astro Radiant break, Cactuar Queen. I could get you a round of the Poke Shuffles because I feel like the Poke Shuffles are hot. It's just the number of cards in the box versus the number of slabs in the box seems to favor opening up the Poke Shuffles. So we could do a round of Poke Shuffles. It just really depends on what you're actually looking to acquire. But I feel like the whole free Poke Shuffle when you order 10 is a nice thing. So that's an advantage on the table that doesn't exist for most products. Like you can't buy 2 Jigglypuff spots and then one of them's $5 cheaper. Go for it. All right, so we're going to minus 50 from there, leaving you with 35. This is a very fast way to lose money or a very fast way to acquire slab. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think last time we did this, it didn't work out. So we'll see what happens this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, good. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, very nice. So you're going to pull a card, and you're going to have the option to re-roll it if you don't want it. I was getting scared, dude, because I think I did that for you the last time, and it didn't work. Is it this one? Oh my gosh, you just pulled this card. So this is Clefable Hollow, and there we go. It's a really nice looking tag 5. However, it is Italian. So if you're not Italian, you might not be interested in it. Somebody with Italian heritage might want it more. But there it is, Clefable Italian. You can re-roll this. You'd get nine spots as your re-roll. Re-roll. All right, you got it, man. So we're going to re-roll it. What'll happen next? This will be put back into the box, but we're going to lower the price on it. So next time, he will not hand out as much. There we go. Very cool. Hey, what's... Oh, hi, Andy, man. How's it going, man? Mister, did you see my second top sorter? Might still be in the queue. Yes, it's probably still in the queue. We're just taking care of Mr. Brett. All right, so round number 2, Mr. Brett. So we're pulling 9 of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this time it's going to be Bulbasaur Old Maid. All right, let's go find that. This is probably going to be a 10. So no longer a vintage card, but probably a 10. Bulbasaur is pretty cute, too. Let's see. Aha. Old Maid Bulbasaur. He's cheaper than the Clefable. Ugh. He's cheaper, but he is a nice 10. He comes from the 2019 Old Maid collection. Some of those Old Maid cards have seen a price increase over time, but they're also very simple. They're not part of the TCG, so it's like a niche card to collect. So that can be re-rolled if you'd like. Happy with that one? All right. Mr. Bread. Good. Okay. So today you've pulled that big coin and a nice Bulbasaur 10. Pretty cool. You're left with $35. So we got $35 to do anything we want with. 35. Well, the latest set is definitely this one right here, Ascended Heroes. That's 20. And with $15, you could open something interesting, perhaps. $15. Boo-ba-doo-bee, ba-doo-ba-doo-bee. I'll get you maybe a Sonic pack. You want a Sonic pack for 15 bucks? They're normally 20. I never get to see the Sonic packs getting open. I want to open some Sonic. So how about that? Sonic pack? That's $5 off on the Sonic pack. I'm just trying to see him. I want to see a Sonic pack get open for once. All right. So there we go. We'll start with the cool-ass Sonic pack. Now, what's neat about the Sonic pack is, unlike a Pokemon booster pack where you open it up and half the time you get nothing, with these, you always get something. Something is always gradable in here because you keep all the cards. None of them are like just throwaway bulk. Scrap Brain Zone, like this. Look, Green Hill Zone. Cool, man. They're all vintage. Now, you didn't pull a holo, did you? I don't think you did. Oops. There you go. Power Up, Supersonic. Are You Up to It? And this guy, which is going to be your hit. Look at that. So that's the original video game artwork, right? Super cool. Sonic, he's a beloved character from Sega. We are. Sega out of business now. Supersonic. Mistress, the Ditto's still available. I think you're talking about the Korean Ditto. I believe it's still available. Yes. That's why Mistress the coolest. 2 Mario Paninis. There we go. So these are a little bit pricey. They're from 1993. They're really old. If you get that guy to grade 10, he'll be like $100 by himself. Now, the pack of Ascended Heroes. Let's see how we do over there. Will we get lucky? All right. Oh. Nah. Yo, Mega I don't know. It's cool looking, though, huh? Here's the Erica's Weaving Bell. That looks pretty crazy. All right. Very cool. So you're in a number of breaks now. So you have a shot to pull those. And you pulled a Bulbasaur out of the Poke Shuffles. And then you got a whole round of these tops. And a cute little Mega Autono. We'll go ahead and toss this into your bag as well. Those are yours. And Mr. Brett, let's see. Whew. So hard to reach for that. Wow, thanks for the big orders, man. I really appreciate you, Mr. Brett. You're pretty nice to me. I'm going to toss you onto that giveaway tonight. There we go. We're hosting a giveaway, Miss Sarah. And it's a nice box of Pokemon Rocket. So you'll be the first one in there. Okay? Had a great night. Sweet. Yeah, that coin actually was a big win. You got the coin for just 25 bucks, didn't you? No, you got the coin for 50 bucks. He pulled that out for 50. That's very solid. The Bulbasaur is 35, but that just meant you went negative 15 on that. And you were taking a stab at a potential, you know, big pull coming out of there. That happens. Out of those old maids. Like we've seen it with Janice. Let me have a sip here. Korean Ditto is sold. All right. So where are we? We have to take care of the next oldest order. So the next oldest order is Nicholas Pacheco for one more Topps pack. Here you go, Mr. Nicholas. All right. Did anyone jump into the Alakazam? There's one other spot on the Alakazam. We are. Here's Sasuke Uchiha, and Jiraiya, and Hidden Leaf Village. Mr. Any Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Diamond and Pearl slabs available for slab away? No, I wish I just had tons of great stuff like that for you, but you know, people really bought me out of all those slabs over time. I don't have that much left over. It is. I do, but some of the best ones are all in my personal collection. Oh, the personal collection. All right, there it is. Nothing crazy in that pack, Mr. Nicholas. I'm sorry. You got to be careful, you know, because you're making. Here we are. Toss this over here. Give me a second. You're making Mr. Edward Cornelio drool a little bit. He's getting excited. He's saying, oh, man, there's a hot one in those tops. Here's Miss Natalie Parker. 3 packs of Surging Sparks. Ooh, okay, give me a second on that. I got to go get some Surging Sparks. All right, here we are. Whoa. Whoa. Aha. All right, so 3 whole boxes of Surging Sparks for Natalie, because she ordered 3 of them. How do these open? There we go. In. My finger's twitching. I'm thinking about those tops packs. Ed, you should jump in. 2 cold in a row. You got a decent shot. Oh. 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 Is that a booster bundle? Yeah, she ordered 3 booster bundles. I'm kidding. She ordered 3 packs. Oh, yeah. Mamma mia. There we go. Busy Tuesday. Love to see it. A little bit busy. All right. We're working on a new binder break. We're in round number 6. Miss Alexandria pulled the binder break. Sleep. Good. Magnazone. In the zone. Magnazone. Tandem Mouse. Doug Trio. Aw, look at that Doug Trio. Those had so much wasted packaging. What did? Tap of Cocoa. All right, you got 1 Doug Trio. No! Ah, man. Ta-da. I should call this card a Doug Trio, because look, it's 3 Diglets. Ah, I should call it a Doug Trio. TCC's Doug Trio. I don't know. Natalie Parker, let's find your bag. So, where am I going to run into you, Natalie? Natalie. Natalie, we can't keep meeting this way. You've got a bag, right? All right, we're having a problem. The end boxes are overwhelmingly filled, and it's actually a serious problem. Now, all of a sudden, there's a lot of action in the end boxes. We don't have an appropriate amount of space for all that. It's not going to end well. Let's see. This means it's time to start removing expired bags. So this is expired, actually. I like it. I'm in the new end box. Oh, right. Right, we talked about that. Here's a Nicholas Burke. This bag is expired. Time to start making space. All right, now, I remember we talked about this together. We talked about how we're going to put you all the way over there. All right, cool. Thank you so much. New binder break with expired bags. That's kind of what we do. That's kind of how we do it. All right. Like, look, here's a Mew. I don't think you guys want these hollows, do you? Here's a Vileplume hollow. Here's a Hitmonlee and a Pidgey. I think those are actually for 151. That's not so bad, is it? So that's like filler for the binder break, though. Ah, heck, I'll put these in too. Why not? Let's just put them all together. All right. That's why this guy didn't ship it, because he didn't really have anything to ship. Nick Weeg! Where's Nick Weeg? I miss him. What did he leave behind? Ruff, ruff, ruff. Some Doggy Girls. A little One Piece. A little Professor Xavier Topps Chrome. Oh, wow, that was kind of pricey, huh? Looks like he won a break, maybe. All right, I'll put this one to the side. All right, out of respect for our bro. Did anyone jump into this Alakazam? Should I shuffle? Let's see, should I rotate? Here's Houndoom for 750. Squelbit for 180. Starly for 48. Mega Swampert. And Lapras. Oh, yeah. New binder break with expired bags, question mark. Here's Miss Janice. She says, Mewtwo break and put the rest on Poke Shuffles. Oh, yes. Okay. So going into the Jumbo Slab break. That is moved by 2 spots tonight. You know, that's considered the lightning break. It could end pretty fast. There it is. The slab's like gotta hide. Okay, it's too big. It's just too big. There it is. Please, bro. Bro, please, bro. I think I'm going to leave that Megazord in my bag as an insurance policy. I wouldn't do that because after a certain amount of time, it doesn't work anymore. Here's, okay, so 5 people are in, 5 people are left. The jumbo slab. Ask yourself, it's from 2019. Ask yourself, how easy is it going to be to grade any more of these? Like, do they even exist? Like, where are they? It's amazing that that's a 10. That's why I bought it. That's why I put it up there. Now, the rest as Poke Shuffles, that's 160 divided by 5, which is like 20 plus 6, so 16. Okay. Very good. Did I do that right? I didn't do that right. 100 divided by 5 is 20. 26 is the right word, 26, which means you're going to get a total of 28. Okay, 28 it is. She ordered 28. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. There's your 2 bonus. Woo! That's a big order, man. I don't know what to say about that. That's a lot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Whoa. So you actually got unlucky this time. You swept a cold round out of there. Oh, the box has got to be hot. Let me look at Shaman. Now, don't give up on it. Don't give up on it, because maybe this is worth a re-roll with those other pieces missing. I shouldn't say that. You should decide what to do with it. Oh, we just pulled this earlier today. So you have Shaman worth $80. All right, that's a downgrade, though. That's a rough round, basically, to go from 26 to 26 times 5 to that. That's a downgrade. All right. What are you thinking now? That was unlucky. Is it 160 left for a shuffle? Yes, it was 160. We actually just ran the shuffle, Miss Janice. This is what you pulled. It was a cold round. You end up pulling one $80 Shaman. What to do? Now you have to make a choice. Do we keep the Shaman or do we re-roll it? So that's 32. Oh, let me use my calculator. Hold on. What? Divided by 5. Oh my God, you're so right, dude. She's so right, guys. So hold on, let me fix this. So we got 28 for her. It's not done. She's not done. She might pull another one. I did this earlier to another guy. I'm just bad at math. From now on, calculator only. From now on, only calculator. All right, so let's think about it. We pulled 28, and the 28 included the 2 bonus cards, right? So what we really did was we pulled 26. Okay. And she's owed 32. So she's owed 6 more and an additional bonus card. She's owed 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonus card. There you go. Okay, let's see where this goes. Plus 3 is free. No, we did already give you 2 free ones. We did already give you 2 free ones. Yeah. You got a total of 28, and 2 of those were free ones. So you're owed 32 minus 26. So you're owed 6 more, plus a 3rd free one. So I think we got it. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, man, it's just a tough round. I would have thought you'd pull another one. 32 plus 3 free is 35. Oh, I think she's right, guys. I think she's right. Hold on, wait a second. You're right, because I was setting the... Oh, okay, hold on, wait a second. You're right. So if you're supposed to have 32 of them, plus 3 more, it would be 35. So I should have ran 35 minus 28. Oops, hold on. 35 minus 28, which is still 7, though. That's still 7. I did it right, yeah. So we had already pulled 28 for you. Minus 35 is 7. Yeah, we still did it right. So this is it. So these are the 7 additional. Yeah, let me show that on a piece of paper for you real fast, okay? So we had already opened 28. You were owed 35. So that equals 7, okay? Keep the shaman. Okay, so you're holding the shaman. No reroll on the shaman. Ooh, that's a ballsy move. That's a ballsy move. Okay, you got it. You don't want to take a risk on the reroll. All right, there we go. Miss Janice, sorry for the tough round this time. Let me put you on the giveaway for free, okay? All right, tell you what, let me get you a bonus card, too. I'm going to give her a bonus card. Sorry for making it so confusing there. You know, it's not as fun when it's confusing. I should have used a calculator from the very start. So I'm going to give you this bonus poker card. I should have used a calculator. Calc is short for calculator. I should have used it. All right, so you get a bonus card because I made it a little confusing and because I miscalculated the first time. All right. And I'm going to get you a free spot on the giveaway. Now, wait a second. We shouldn't say Janice. We should say Steven so that it actually ships. How does that sound? All right, there we go. Boop. Now, and as for the free one's really interesting. It's this right over here. So it's a pretty big one, actually. It's a whole box. You can still get another spot in here, okay? So keep typing in Sarah. So, but we're going to put you down right now as Miss Janice. Here we are. Thank you so much. All right. That shaman brought really bad luck to someone else this morning. Who was it that pulled him this morning? I can't remember. Was it Ivan Rodriguez? I think it was Ivan. Yeah, Ivan re-rolled he re-rolled the shaman, I remember. Yeah, he re-rolled the shaman. And it was like unlucky for him. Didn't turn into anything. Shaman out here kicking people's booty cheeks a little bit. There we go. All right. He is a nice shaman. He is a nice shaman, graded 10. What do we got after that? We have a Mr. Edward Cornelio order. Never do tops, ×2. Oh, he was just waiting. He was waiting for you to open that. Did you add my store credit into the jumbo pack break like we talked about? Yes, sir. You were in the most previous round of the jumbo pack break. Yes, you were added in. That was why it ended so fast, because of your additional spot. Now, unfortunately, you didn't pull it. Who did pull it? I can't remember. Did we not write it down? You guys got to help me. If a break ends and I don't write it down, they're not going to know when it ended. And I'm not always going to remember that because it's really confusing. Sometimes Tammy does it. Sometimes I do it. Here's Itachi. Here's Ino. Here's Kakashi. The previous round of the jumbo pack break. We should start numbering them. That's another thing. We need to start numbering them. Here's Gara. And here is Splendid Ninja. What a shame in the butt. Shaman be trolling. He can sometimes be, or she can be a shaman. Hitachi ain't bad. Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure I was in it. Ah, there you go. Hey, that's cool. You got 25 out of 25. Sasuke and Naruto. Ooh, that's cool, man. All right. It's always better when you pull that like 1 of 25 or 25 of 25. There it is. Let me get your box topper for it. Oh, damn, that's really good. Yeah, it's cool, huh? All right. These Naruto packs have been mega popular. Lots of these getting opened. We're in a hunt of 1 of 1s. But even if you're not hunting for 1 of 1, you might be hunting for a 1 of 5. 1 of 5 is a big deal, too, if you think about it, guys. So we've been seeing a lot of those. I'm not sure if that's good. We are. The artwork looks really cool. And it's the 2 main characters, so that's good. And it's 25 of 25, so that's good. I'll start putting break history in Discord when I'm here. Here we are. Edward Cornelio. Ta-da! All right. Very good. Ta-da! What if we had like a breaks history that was open to the public and you guys could upload the information too? That'd be funny. Oh, that Marowak's good stuff. He's good. Here's Pikachu, and here is Reggie Rock. That Dark Marowak, he's from Rocky Returns. Very cool. This card would be so expensive as a PSA 10. He's 115. You know what? I'm putting him into the live customs. He's going to go for a little bit higher, actually. But that will also be good for you when you re-roll him, if you re-roll him. All right, but I don't want to round him down. I actually think he's pretty good as an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes we round down. Sometimes we round up. Just depends. Depends on the scenario. Okay. Never forget Naruto Boxing Sasuke in OG. Taking a break from college to bake a pizza and say hi. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? What has your experience been with Tag? Pretty good. Can't complain. They've been nice to me. We got a little deal, a middleman grading deal, and so they're nice to me. I like it. I respect that they treated me so well, and it helps that I wanted to use their product anyways. So it's always good to just have a good product, you know. All right, tag 8. There it is, tag 8. Grab some of these. This is going into the live customs this time. Did you get any Beckett slabs this month? Did I get any fresh Beckett slabs, like a return? No. Although I don't even have any Beckett submissions out that I can remember, unless there's like one. There might be one Beckett submission out that we're waiting on. Yeah, there's probably like one. Here it is. I haven't done a Beckett submission in a while. I need to get a Beckett submission out. All right, there it goes. It's a cool card, man. This Pikachu's pretty cool, too. Look, that's Old Maid Pikachu for 45? 45, huh? Who doesn't want an Old Maid Pikachu? I could put Regirock in there. What would you guys rather have in the box? Regirock or Pikachu? Old Man Pikachu, T10, just the standard one. I sent my Charizard this month. Your Charizard. All right, here we go. Who is next? Let me see. Who's got the oldest order? All right. Nobody new on the website, so the website is done. Let me jump back over here. We have Oscar Ascendis, Korean Ditto and shipping. Korean Ditto and shipping, everybody. Let's see. Oh, sliding around there. Where is he? There's Nido King. We didn't already sell him, right? I told him it was still available. Where is he? I don't see him. Did we take a picture of him? Maybe he's in this box. Ow. Does somebody already buy the Korean Ditto? Does anyone remember if Korean Ditto already sold? Maybe already sold. I can go looking. I might have another one. I don't think I intended to sell 2 of them, though. But I might have another one. Hold on, let me grab this. What's this? Ah, here he is. Haha. Wait, these should just be up on the table. These are meant to be on the table. Okay. There you go. Korean Ditto sold for Mr. Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. I had a little bit of trouble there finding it, huh? Too many slabs. That's why we need to sell some right there. Just too many of them. I seen him there last stream. There you go. Let's get some shipping for Alexis, huh? So here's your bag, and here's your slab. All right, let's get his label. Is that Slow King a Kamiya art? Yeah, it is. It's cool. I think people forget it exists, actually. It's kind of like one of those under the radar kind of cards that could probably go up if people just knew how cool it was. You know what I'm talking about? Kind of cheap. Surprisingly cheap. Can I see what's in the bag, bro? Please, bro. Yes, sir. I can do that for you. Just let me print this label out first. Oscar, EastEnders. So I'm shipping it to the usual address. And let's hit print. Would you like it to be for tomorrow? Yes. And print. Reminder, we don't do shipping on Wednesday anymore. No Wednesday shipping. All right. His art is so fun to stare at. Can I see what's in the bag, bro? Ooh. The bag. Let's show it off. Trying to build a Camille binder as my next venture. Ooh, Camille binder. Outlaw. Here's some of these. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Oscar. Got some nice cards in here. Trap Engine's nice. Dark Sylveon. That's cool. You must have pulled the Celebrations box break. That's neat. That reminds me, we still got that Astral Radiance box break. Okay. Very nice. There you have it. His art is so fun to stare at. Yeah, I agree, man. He's got some weird ones. He's got a really distinct style. That's what I was thinking about when I was drawing the other day. I was like, what's my style? And I just didn't know. I didn't have a style. A style. By the way, I'm looking for a Pokemon card artist. Somebody who wants to draw on cards and let me encapsulate it. So if you know somebody who's really a good artist that wants to be known or wants to make some money, get them in touch with me. It might be you. But I'd like to point out, you might offer to do it. I might turn you down, okay? So I'm kind of picking and choosing people. But I'm trying to find some people that are suitable for that. There it is. All right. I'm hiring, I guess, in a way. Is it hiring or is it contract work? I think it's just contract work. If you're somebody who thinks they can draw better than me, this is all I'm drawing. That's pretty crappy, right? So this is like something like you put up on the fridge because the kid drew it. But if you're actually good at drawing and you want to draw some Pokemon cards, get in contact with me. We have the ability to encapsulate them, kind of like what we've been doing with Quips cards. And I'd like to build a relationship with somebody who can consistently put cards on my table as inventory. I'm good. Never painted a crad before, though. You ain't got no style. Law Joking Pineapple Express. Man, that's such an old movie. I don't remember that part, but that is a really old movie. Boomer. All right, so let's see what's next. Can I see my bag? Might keep it there and just ship the slabs. Your bag's really fat, but if you decide to keep it over here, just let me know, okay? We got room in that O box. Now, here's Tyler Ferbert, and he says, for 6 Poke Shuffles. All right, he's going a little bit deeper. Tyler Ferbert, good luck in there, man. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we got 6 of those. Tyler Ferbert. Cold! Wow, these have been pretty rough. These have been rough. All right, that's a cold round, Mr. Tyler Ferbert. Oh, I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm going to put this in there. Raticate's going in. Shaman came out. Raticate's going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I told you Gold Star Zard sold for 100K. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Pretty crazy. Team Rocket Raticate. Does that make me a rich guy? Am I officially a rich guy? What do you think of that? I mean, I'm not rich until I sell. I'm only rich in theory. Just like crypto. Like if you're sitting on a whole bunch of Bitcoin, it looks like money, but it's not until you actually sell it. Then you have US dollars. Then you have what it claims to be worth. Like somebody who just bought a bunch of crypto for 120,000, now it's worth half of that today. Same with the Pokemon cards. So in theory, I have a $100,000 Charizard, but maybe he drops back down to 40 for some reason. Could happen. So only in theory am I wealthy. Only in theory. It's not until I sell them that we can say I made money. But I don't want to sell them. So what do we do about that? Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Zatu, he's going in. Oops. I need to draw some waifus. You don't have to exclusively draw Pokemon. You could be very good at drawing something else. What you need to do is be able to draw on a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm looking to have a relationship, like a business partnership or business relationship, a contract, something where me and a couple artists are working together to get more inventory on my table. And the inventory is hand-drawn artworks that people might actually consider buying. There we go. All right. Yeah, you can draw anything you want. I don't care. It doesn't have to be Pokemon. This table has a lot of Pokemon card buyers, but, you know, Quip's doing a nice job, but she's a real busy person. She doesn't have all day long to sit around and draw cards. This Lugia 9's going in. Apparently, it's $90. We're going to put it in for $80. Should I? Oh, let me see what a Lugia 9's selling for. Let's take a quick look. 9 Lugia Poker. Mr. Will you sell Pal World TCG? I'm not close-minded to it. Is there an actual Pal World TCG coming out? We are. I think that competition is healthy. I don't have a problem with that. Oh, dang, dude. It's really hard to price this. Let me try this. Lugia Queen. It's coming out in June. Quip is the right wife, right? Yes. Here it is. This card is, in fact, $90 online. But wait a second. That's the PSA 9, not the CGC 9, huh? Okay. I don't know what to think. I'll do a lower price than 90. I think people prefer PSA 9s to CGC 9s. Let's do 70. 70 it is. It's in July, huh? That's cool, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. Okay, so that's 60. And this is 70. All right. Yes, I am so good at math, everybody. Queen of Clubs, Lugia. C9. She's very talented. She's drawn some pretty cool ones before. I liked the Blaziken she drew a while back. That one was really cool. So that's a big card in there. We just put that in for 70. All right. Wanted to add some stuff to that before it got away from me. Joshua Ramos is next. He says 3 Poke Shuffles. You got it. Joshua Ramos. Mr. Josh. Mr. Josh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3. There we go. 3 Poke Shuffles. Joshua Ramos. No snipe. Wow, I just don't get it. There's so many slabs in there. It doesn't make any sense. There's a ton of slabs in there. Some bad luck. All right. Sorry, Joshua Ramos. That was a miss. We have Miss Janice. She says, tag 10 Japanese Voltorb into scored and the rest on shuffles again. Oh, I love it. Okay. So tag 10. Let's go looking for that. Tag 10 Voltorb, which should be in the All Slabs channel. Let's go find him. There he is. So we're going to say Voltorb sold. All right. And let's go looking for that Voltorb. So we got to pull this all the way out. Should be around here somewhere. Look at that Pachirisu. That's so cute. All right. Weird. I feel like I sold that Voltorb. Oh, there he is. I did sell that Voltorb to you. My slab boxes are looking pretty slim. That didn't take very long. It wasn't that long ago that they were overflowing. Now they're low on stock. They're low on product. That's crazy. All right. There you have it. Not too long ago, those boxes were so full, I was worried the shelf would collapse. Wow, and now they're running low. What? How? We must sell so many slabs, man. So let's do it right. You ready? So the Voltorb was what, 30? So you want $170 of Poke Shuffles. 170 times. No. Times. Oh my God. Divided by 5. 34. plus 3, 37, everybody. 37. You ready? All right, we're going to deliver you 37 Poke Shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Yo, that's a lot of Poke Shuffles. My God. She's buying out the whole box. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Ah, there you go. There you go. That's that big hit round we're looking for. So your first round was pretty tough, but your second round is going to be nice and easy. All right. There you go. Okay, that's the 4 live chase card. It's worth $100. You can't re-roll it, but what you can do is pull something out of the live customs and re-roll that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I find it funny that you just kind of doubled down. You're just like, I'll just go deeper. That's what makes this box exciting, is cards like this that you can run into. All right. Before we move on to the live customs, let's take a look at these real fast. Clefairy Tyranitar Gyarados. Oh man, there's so little room in here, I can't even see Clefairy. Is that right? Tyranitar. Is this Gyarados? Gyarados. Not bad. All right. Whew. So 10, 10, and this is 4, but this is base set Clefairy. It's just a nice card. Let me know what you'd like to do with these. That feels about right. Do you still have Ace of Hearts, Mario? I don't think so. If it's in the Discord server, yes. But if it's not in there, no. Keep. Okay. Miss Eva. We're going to say, did I say Sarah? I mean Janice. You're Janice, and your husband is Steven. All right. Oh, that says Sarah on it. I was probably just singing that. Look at this. It used to say Gabriel Gallegos on this. Let's get this a new sleeve. All right. Give me that sleeve. Sleeves are going all over the place. I think you got the wrong Voltorb, though. Should be a full art from 2022. Oh, interesting. All right. Is it the same price? That's rare. I'm not used to there being 2 Voltorbs for sale. All right, so we'll look into that now. So this is a $35 Voltorb. Okay, give me a minute. No, I don't want to cancel this. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to go looking for it. Sometimes it's helpful if you say, like, the date. Like, you could say 25 or something like that. It helps me find it really fast in the actual Discord server because there's so many pictures. Oh, I see the Ace of Hearts. Yeah, so that means the Ace of Hearts guy is still for sale. That's Gengar, so that shouldn't be where he's at. Let's go back down. I can't find him. I have to see what Voltorb it is. What is this? Togedemaru? He's Voltorb shaped. I don't know what Voltorb we're talking about. I am having trouble. Oh, that Shaman's not available. Shaman sold. Okay, so the Shaman's gone. That's drill burr. From 116. Oh, I'm glad you said that. That's way further up. See, you kind of have a sense of how deep you had to go to find it. Here we go. Okay, so we're way up here. Oh, it's a Hisuian one, isn't it? Is it going to say Hisuian? So it's not even in the ZV box. It's going to be in the H box. Boy, that would have taken a long time, guys. Yeah, that should be like a rule that when you buy a slab from Discord, you get like 116. You get the day and the month. Come on now. It won't load the picture. Well, no, that's not right. Okay, let's see. It's going to be Hisuian, isn't it? Ah, there it is. So we're going to say Voltorb sold. And now the scary part. I hope he's still available. I hope he's not gone. Because every now and then I look for something to sell, right? Okay, let's move this over here. And let's start pulling these slabs out, guys. Hisuian Voltorbs in this H box. And it's a big, full box. Bear with me. We're going hunting. This also shows you some stuff we have for sale. You got to check out those Discord channels, guys. Oh, there he is. Found him relatively fast. Nice. All yours. Link in bio for Discord. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom to find the Discord link. We also have a QR code. Where are the slabs listed? So check it out. I do have an eBay QR. Here's a second YouTube channel QR. And then... oh, there's Discord. So there's the Discord QR. But yeah, the link's also at the very bottom of the description. You have to scroll way down. But this is it. You can scan that QR code, and there's a list of slabs with their prices on them already. Here you go. Lovely. Yeah, it's a cool one. So, we're not done. She's got a really good order going her way. So the other thing we're going to do now, I'm going to jump over here and grab you 4 of these. Let's see if you get lucky or unlucky. Hopefully lucky. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck in there. The live shuffle or the live customs are a lot scarier because they cost 25 each. You got a Meowth. You got a Hello Kitty. You got a Hello Kitty. Ah, there you go. Whew. That'd have been tough if you pulled nothing. All right. Flareon Red. Oh, is that saying Poker Flareon Red? That's huge. Pretty sure. That says P10. I think you just pulled a big hit. You probably keep this one. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying. I would be surprised. Here it is. Oh, it's so affordable. It's only $150. What? That feels underpriced. There it is. Flareon Poker Red. All right. Now you can choose to re-roll it or to keep it. But I'm probably betting you keep it. Oh, my eye's itchy. That's Voltorb. So, keep. Yeah, that's a pretty easy keep. I wouldn't be re-rolling that card for 100, 300 maybe, but not 150. That's an easy keep. All right, congratulations. I think you had a pretty good night. All right, that's her turn completed with the Poke Shuffles and the live customs. Wow, that one card basically paid for everything. That one pull paid for, you know, like the 170. I mean, it covered 150 of the 170, which left you $30 left over for all those other Poke Shuffles. You went positive. All right, well, let's check the website real fast. What do we got over here? We got Mr. Shahir throwing his hat in the ring. He says, click. He wants English Prismatic Evolutions. What? All right, you got it, man. Celebrating the beginning of Ramadan. Oh, very cool, man. All right, let's get it. So, we're just having some fun tonight, some prismatics. He wants how many of these? 20. So he wants 20 of these. And so let me think about how much I'll need to open. I'll need to open 2 boxes. All right. So once again, these come out of those Tyranitar boxes. Let me go get some open. I'll be right back, guys. Tyranitar. Ah, my legs. My legs! All right, I know that took a little while, but I had to get 2 boxes open to complete this order. I knew I had to get 2. All right. Whew. So we got 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here it is. I should just take you guys with me when I step out of the room. How nice would that be? All right. Okay. Wow. Zenobius want to see me. What? Was trying to find Olivia we were talking about earlier. Yes, happy Ramadan. Let's get this open. It's good to celebrate. Celebrations are important, I feel, because you got to have something in life that punctuates the sort of passing of time, you know? Rituals, celebrations, feasts, you know, renewal, all that stuff's super, super important. Have a snip here. There. All right. When I was young and I ran away from home and I had almost no money, I was always kind of in that personality type of, oh no, we're not going to spend any money on a holiday. I realize now that's just my bad situation back then. Now I'm older and it's like all that matters is the holidays. It's the days in between the holidays that don't matter, you know. Let's snip this. All right. And let's snip this. All right, there we go. So that's why humans always end up making holidays for themselves. Very nice. All right, now, if we're very lucky here, we get a good round. But as you know, this is the most difficult set in the hobby to open. So we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath. Here's Okie Dokie. We got a good 20 packs here. There we are. Mr. Shahir said, I'm ready to get hurt. Glass trumpet. The other day, Miss Sarah very generously donated. Oh, look at that. That's a good Master Ball, actually. So this round has a hit now. Master Ball Flareon is actually pretty solid. All right. Miss Sarah, who had already pulled the SIR Glaceon, she pulled a Glaceon out of 1 pack, and then she just straight up donated it to Mr. Shahir. So she is crazy generous. Here's Friends and Paldea. Ooh. I'm going to lose so much weight, hopefully. Yeah, me too. I need to lose some weight. Here we are. Here's Slowpoke and Friends and Paldea. All right. I ate pretty healthy today. I had I had guacamole for lunch, basically. All right. Here's Ursaluna. Ooh. Didn't have like a heavy meat or anything like that. All right. Here's Hippodon. I still have time to ruin my, still have time to overeat today, though. The day's not over. Here's Pikachu. My appetite catches up eventually. Here's Hoot Hoot Slowpoke. Six is feeling better. I don't know if you guys heard about that. She was in the stream earlier today. She says she's feeling better. So that's really nice. Glad to hear that. She also mentioned she got a boy toy. She got a boyfriend. All right, we'll throw that away. Here's Larvitar. Ooh. The Lives of Others. Here's Max Rod, Ursaluna, but not a Master Ball. Snorlax GX. So far, the one hit we've got is the, you know, I really don't feel that Max Rod deserves a sleeve. He can be with the hollows. All right, here's Floodamain, Dun Spas. No smoke, no drink, no eat. Yeah, what exactly are the rules for Ramadan? Maybe I'll fast. Here we are. I know in the Catholic religion, before Easter, they have something called Lent. They got Mardi Gras followed by this thing called Lent. And during Lent, you have to fast. And then on Fridays, you can't have meat. No meat. And so they don't count fish as meat for some reason. And that's where all the Catholic fish fries come from. So they're like, oh, yeah. So those are fun. Yeah, I like fish. So it suits me. Let's see what we got here. Here's Lacey. Lovely. I think that's why they made the Filet-O-Fish, right? Mister, what happened with the pooping dog situation? Dogs pooping in my yard? Nothing. Nothing. I haven't done anything. Sometimes the best thing to do, guys, is to do nothing. I just turn on my video games, play some games, and have no problems. Here's... Man! It is a difficult set. So we did open 20 packs there. No SIR. You did pull a pretty rare Master Ball, the Flareon Master Ball, but we're going to have no SIR. It begins again, Mr. Shahir. You just let me know how much you want to get hurt. I'm standing by. My gosh, dude. Slowpoke. Oh, Slowpoke Master Ball. I didn't catch that. There's the darn trainer. There's always a trainer instead of like an SIR. Slowpoke, wasn't this exclusive to the English set? I don't remember. I think the Slowpoke was exclusive. And then Friends in Paldea. Ooh, so there you have it. It's not bad. Actually, the two Master Balls are good. Slowpoke's solid. And Flareon is too. We are. All right. Hope no more for me. Oh, nope. No more for me. One more flagellation. Let's see how bad Pokemon can hurt me. We were actually, so Mr. Shahir, we were talking about this set in the morning time stream with how bad the pull rate was. People were just, the people who were talking to me about it were themselves very shocked at how difficult the set is. It's truly a difficult set. It's one of the reasons why I actually don't think Prismatic is necessarily the best set to heavily invest into, just because there's a certain degree of dissatisfaction that comes from how tough it is to get a hit. But I don't know how that'll play out. I really don't. It does consistently sell. People consistently open this. So I don't know how it'll play out. You know, with Hidden Fates, you open like 8 packs, you get a hit every 8 packs. This set, you open 20 packs. Well, I mean, you got Master Balls. Yeah, you got 2 of them. So you got 1 every 10. And then you got that stupid Friends in Paldea or whatever. YouTube's down, by the way. Can search, but homepage is down for a lot of people. USA outage. So if you lose viewers, that's maybe why. Well, we're doing about the same as usual. We got about 72 viewers. We're doing about the same as usual. You know, if you had this 70 viewers with the 70 viewers for the morning time stream, that's like 140. That's not bad. Here's Georock. Here's Nado King, and here's Greavard, who needs to have this sticker removed from him because it's no longer Valentine's Day. This was a Valentine's Day price. All right, we always do something like that on Valentine's Day, so be sure to be there next Valentine's Day. Master Ball Flareon is better than the other rounds I've had. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Yeah, rip YouTube right now. Let me check YouTube. Let's see. Huh, interesting. It doesn't load anything. You know, their website, it happens. YouTube has like really powerful social media dominance in the USA. I mean, other than like TikTok, Instagram. That's it, isn't it? It's TikTok, Instagram. I'd say X. X has like a unique position. And then it's YouTube all day long, baby. YouTube's powerful. Pre-grade for the Flareon. I'll get that for you right now. Here you go. Let's not make you wait 30 minutes. Pre-grade on the Flareon, everybody. I'll tell you what, you'll get these two, so you get you the Slowpoke as well. All right. All you have to do is click on submissions, and it works. Open a set of heroes. All right. Any activity other than that, sit, stand, and walk. Well, my first impression is that there's a slight top to bottom off centering, but it is slight. The top is slightly thicker than the bottom. Let's flip it around. It would be better if it had perfect... Oh, wow, that's nice and clean. Oh, yes, that's what we want. This card's looking fantastic. All right, let's take a really close look at it. Now, it is off-center on the front. So there's no reason to send this to BGS because it will fail. It will turn into a 9.5 over there. But I think that this card is going to be 10 minus. A very clean card other than the centering on the front. So as long as that doesn't cause it to fall under 45, 55, you should be fine. So but that's going to get 10 minus. I would send that to PSA or to Tag. Tag would treat that one nice because the centering on the back is good. So that one can go to Tag or PSA. Okay, so I can immediately see this Flareon has exactly the same issue. He's got a little heavier on the top than the bottom, just a little bit. And yeah, it's actually pretty borderline. I mean, that's pretty thin. You can see with your bare eye that right there is kind of thin. All right, let's see the back. Oh my gosh, so clean otherwise. So clean. If the front of the card was centered better, I would be like, hey, let's send these to Beckett. Okay, that was just dust too. Wow, perfect. Yeah, I would give this the exact same grade of 10 minus. Send to Tag or to PSA. You could probably do either in this case. We only do PSA. We refuse to do Tag when the back centering is kind of goofy, but the front is strong. In this case, the front is close to the borderline of 45, 55, and the back is very strong. So that makes Tag eligible as well as PSA. So there you have them. Did I join Discord if that helps? Oh, I did join Discord if that helps. I apologize again. We'll try to figure it out. Nado King, serious inquiry. Oh, you want a Nado King? He's cool, man. Oh, you're looking to buy the... Did I put an expensive card up here? I can't remember. Oh, I put a Dragonite up here. I put a really expensive Dragonite. This Nado King is a break. If you're talking about that guy, he's a break. Yeah, he's a $40 buy-in. You can buy in at $400 if you wish as well. All right, Flareon to PSA. You've got it. So we'll just do that while you're here as well. Here we are. All right. So that is being sent off to PSA. We have a nice PSA submission building up, guys. All right. He's after Nido King. Which Nido King? Plasma Lugia. We talked earlier. You want my Plasma Lugia? You got to make a very sweet offer on that. I've had some pretty big offers this week. Did you know that? I've had some pretty big offers. There we go. I had a guy, maybe about last week. He contacted me about my Sparkle Charizard and my Gold Star Gyarados. But he didn't fully make me any kind of offer. And then I had one guy make a $55,000 offer on my Legendary Collection Charizard. And I was like, that's okay. I was like, I think I'd rather just keep it. Are the 2025 SpongeBob per booster? Yes, they are. They're not Sapphire. Those are the Chrome Hobby Box. All right, here we are. Flareon. Don't sell Plasma Dialga. You have until I get my money up. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, he's cool. It's like sticky down here. I don't know why. It's all sticky. I don't really want to sell him either way. But one day he'll probably be sold. I think it's a bit early to be selling him. There it is. One of the most important questions I ask myself when selling is, will I ever be able to buy this again? And if I wanted to buy this, will I have to pay more than this guy? So like, you know, like the guy who offered me $55,000 for the Charizard. I asked myself, could I turn around today and buy it for that price? And the answer was so no. It was so clearly no in my head. And so he's like, well, that's the market price is 55K. I was like, no, it's not. Because if I would have trouble buying them at 55K and you're offering me 55K, you're just trying to get one at a good price, which I don't blame them, but it's like, it's not going to work. All right, so thank you, Shahir. Now we have a Nicholas Williams order. He says, Ace of Hearts Mario on 122 and Yoshi on 213. Is the Yoshi still around? Is the Yoshi still around? I think he is. Hold on, let me find him. Oh, there he is. Oops. Shiblinks. So there's Yoshi and the Mario. Okay, so let me go ahead and mark them off of the Discord server first. That to me tells me we better get a couple more of those out. Oh, Yoshi. Wait, what was Yoshi on? He said Yoshi was on 213 and 122. So 213, 120. Okay, so Yoshi's gone. I'm not surprised the Yoshi's gone because we've sold him before. We've sold that card before a long time ago when I had him graded for the first time. All right, give me a minute here. There's a Boo on 120, by the way. There's a Boo. Really cool. They all look very nice. Don't know if you saw that. Ah, yes, the Ace of Hearts Mario, who immediately feels underpriced, doesn't he? I felt like he felt underpriced. All right. These are cool poker cards. They're from 2015. They're actually 11 years old already. Let's go hunting for Mario. It's a me, Mario. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. By the way, there's a gym break. You guys might be interested in joining this Pristine 10 Alakazam Cardconomist Pristine, $25. Brett's in there waiting for someone else to finish it off if you want to have a very fast 1-to-1 break. 1v1 break. That's what I meant to say. 1v1. Okay, we're looking for this card. Mario Boot. Come on, Mario Boot. Nobody wants Quips Espeon? Well, it is pricey. It's not exactly cheap. There's a lot of things you can buy for $150. She didn't choose the price. I chose the price. She just gives me the card and I sell it. And I'm looking, by the way, I'm looking for more artists. I'd like to sell your art for you, and we can work out a deal around that. Here's a cool Bowser Joker. Now, see, that Bowser, he's the old retro Bowser. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's not exactly cheap. We sold all her older ones for $100. I'm selling that one for $150 for now. He can eventually become $100, but I will have to do... Ooh, the checklist. Wow, dude, that card's great. I'll take the Alakazam spot. So Alakazam's completed, everybody. Don't try to buy in there anymore. Okay. Wow, that checklist card could just stay up here all day. That's amazing. That's Topps Chrome, guys. Serious business. Ugh. All right. But when it comes to the value of something, everybody has to decide for themselves what they think a thing is worth. I think her drawings are pretty special. Just because, you know, just because I know who she is. Some of it's just because you know who's drawing it. Oh, there's the, look at that. There's the Boo for $65. I'm a little worried that the boot's gone already. Is the boot already gone? The boot might be gone. Ah, the boot's gone. He's not in here. Unless he goes by a different name. Wait, let me see what name he goes by. It's called Ace of Hearts Mario. So, okay, there's still a chance he's alive. I'm going to check the M box. So it just depended on how I alphabetically sorted him, okay? So I could have sorted him as Mario starting with an M. That would put him in the M box. Or I could have sorted him as Ace of Hearts. That would have put him in the A box. We're currently digging through the A box. So I'm going to go ahead and search in the M box for him, guys. Here's that Quips Espeon. Her last round of drawings, they didn't sell overnight. They floated around for a little while. They got rotated a couple times, and then somebody said, you know what? I feel like buying these. Dang, still alive. Oh my gosh, it's 7:58. No more orders, guys. We're all done. No more orders. I got to wrap up and actually go spend some time with her. She's waiting for me. She hasn't had dinner, everybody. This is Pokemon card degeneracy. I'm a huge Plasma fan. I'm still trying to find a nice Umbreon from Plasma Freeze. Ah, man, I've had so many opportunities to buy cards like that, and I hesitated. I'm kicking myself in the butt now that all this time has passed. The cards have gone to the virtual moon. I'm just really, really happy. I got my favorite card, which was the Gold Star Gyarados. I had been eyeing Gold Star Gyarados since, like, when I started collecting. I always hesitated on him because he was just so expensive. I said, better not. I kept thinking I'd get him in auction or something like that. Ha-ha! Woo! You're lucky, man. So we sorted him as Mario. Very cool. Woo! Do I get a bounty spot for that Naruto? Yeah, I can put you in there. I feel like we owe a couple people a bounty spot. Have you guys noticed that? If I owe you a bounty spot, let me know, guys. I haven't been keeping up with them. Oh, that's the store credit. Bounties are hard to keep up with. All right. Miss Alexandria. Okay, so did I create a break history for that break finishing? I don't even know if I did. So take a quick look at all of these. I'm just showing you the other one. The Boo is part of the same collection, okay? The Boo is still available at 65. He's the cheapest of the three. He looks lovely. Let me go ahead and update the Breaks History channel. We're going over to Breaks History. Alexandria pulls binder break round 5. There it is. Roppy got a bounty spot, I remember. Do I get a bounty for Flareon? I'll put you in there for Flareon. I'll put you in there for Slowpoke. It is. Might as well. I mean, they're hard enough to pull, right? Might as well treat some of those. The good Pokeballs might as well be treated like hits, right? Not all the Pokeballs are hits. Let's be honest. Like, you pull Cottony Pokeball. Everyone pulls Cottony Pokeball. You got a Gold Star Gary? That's wild. Check it out. So I bought it in January or February of 2025, about 1 year ago. I'm a big Gyarados fan. Look, this was one of the earliest cards I bought when I got back into the hobby, was Shining Gyarados 10. And I got him for 1,300, which was a crazy amount back then. That was a crazy amount to spend on Pokemon. Look, I bought him in 2019, 1.3 thousand. And then there's Gold Star Gyarados. Big fan of Gyarados. I think it's because he's so angry, which kind of reflects how I feel. I'm pissed! All right, let's go over here. Yes. Let's see. Back over here. Nicholas Williams. I'll set this to the side in case you decide you want it. And let's get your name on the back of these. YouTube is having bad issues right now. Yes, apparently it is. No more orders, guys. We are wrapping up. You missed the black label copy of these, Nicholas. I had a black label Mario. It was super cool. And it got bought like the second it touched the table. And now these are sold as well. I'm not surprised. We'll get another round of these graded. Why are you mad now, mister? Blood pressure seems high. There we go. I got that good short temper. Very attractive personality trait. People love it. Miss Natalie Parker sends 25. What's that for, Miss Natalie? Has the bounty been decided? It hasn't. It hasn't been decided. Natalie Parker. It's going to be like $200 of slabs from the PSA 9 box. Black. I missed it. Yeah, it was. Here it is. All right. You talking about the Black Label Mario? Yeah, I actually feel like I underpriced them by a lot. So some guy got a really good deal on them. All right, I'm hitting refresh on this. Don't order anymore, guys. We are wrapping up. How long did this stream run? Almost 3 hours. So today I streamed about 5.5 hours worth. So today was a 5.5 hour stream. I'm going to throw this away. I don't need this email. I think we're actually done. I think I actually have all the orders. That was the last order. Natalie Parker. She didn't say what she wanted, though. I mean, to me, it looks like she wants a live custom, but I don't know what she wants. So I don't want to mistake that. All right, let's hand out some spots for free. We've got, this is an important break. This is an important giveaway. Mr. Russ. Number 4. 25 was for the gym break. Ah, Edward Cornelio. I'm going to call you Ecorn. And Miss Janice. Hey, Janice did make it on here twice. All right. Very good. Now, Miss Natalie versus Mr. Brett. Who won the last Sarah giveaway? Mike's side, if you can believe it. There you go. It's like the first time pulling anything. When it comes to giveaways, the mods do not do very well. But I always tell them they should try for it because I'm just as happy to hand it to them as anyone else. Wait. What am I doing here? Throwing that away? Natalie goes here. Okay, Natalie, are you watching? Hopefully Natalie's watching. And where are my cards? Here they are. Giveaway, me. This? Yes. So, Natalie, you either walk away with just this energy card or you walk away with this Alakazam in your energy card. What you bought was an energy card. And now, Brett's going to pull Mewtwo for $280, and you're going to pull, energy. Articuno. Okay. The energies count as 20 HP, which means we added 40 to your Articuno. That makes it 150, but Mewtwo beats all that. You ready? Next round. Articuno. Chien Pao. You win round 2. So you're tied now. You both have 1 point. Last round. Oh, he's got you. He's got computer search. And you've got the bug. He pulls Serena. That's it. That's the end. It goes to Mr. Brett. All right, Miss Natalie, you've given Mr. Brett a lovely Alakazam tonight. How did that feel? Did you like it? That's called a gym break. Gym break is a 2-person break. You each buy a $25 energy card. One person also gets this slab. All right. Bro, that's a poser. I'm the real Natalie. What? Mr. Brett. I'll just mention in here. Number 2, Brett pulls Alakazam. Thank you so much, Natalie. Okay, very nice. Here's that Boo Slab again. Well, as much fun as I've been having tonight, guys, I got to go eat some slop with Karis, and we'll probably play a little Gears of War together. It's like a little nice moment we have at the end of the day before we go to bed. We don't play at all, man. She and I do not play. We just work, bro. She was working. You know what she did? She shifted around her work schedule to actually go further into the day because our schedule has been going further into the day. How crazy is that? So I'll see you guys for not tomorrow. There's no morning stream tomorrow. I'll see you for tomorrow's evening stream. I'm taking Wednesday morning off, okay, guys? I'll see you for the evening stream. See you later, everybody. If I pay for shipping, will you send to my PSA vault? I can do that for you. I've done that for a different guy. However, if it's really expensive, I'm going to want to ship it in a nice way. And so you'll need to cover the cost of a priority label. And in addition, you might have to pay a little handling fee, okay? So it just depends on how we ship it, okay? If it's really simple, it doesn't matter. But if it's kind of expensive and special, it does matter. All right, thank